What up? What's good, people? What is up? What is they went from the 4th level of hell and sent us down to the 7th level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. What?
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's Meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting, wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you gonna run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. This what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Woo, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all of this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitch was going to, I thought Lil Bird was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he was talking about prison. Why? Because the bitch was probably up in prison. Uncle Clifford, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. Well, he had it on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had on way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Yala Van Zap's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup clumped everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. And you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. Yeah. Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see. Can I see? Give me up in my DMs. I do want to see if you have a blue thong or a blue jock strap or something like that. I'd love to see it too. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
You see, this is the part that I like.
Major sugar spike.
So love the world, I want to fight. Daddy gave his only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major sugar spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
Jesus! One more time.
You see, this is the part that I like.
Major sugar spike.
So love the world, I want to fight. Daddy gave his only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major sugar spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
Jesus! Oh yes, we going for a third time, the trifecta, just because. One more time, Larry, where you at? We need you. Ladies and gentlemen, non-binary gender conforming members of our goddamn audience, I bring you the great Larry Myers.
Oh, God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major sugar spike.
So loved the world, I want to fight. That he gave his only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And who shall ever believe
Major sugar spike.
they shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus!
I wish somebody help me.
Jesus. Listen, y'all. I already got a drink in here. I got what's left of this bottle. This is the half-gallon bottle. And I got the reserve bottle in the kitchen just in case. We here for it all today. I got my Christmas tree cake, some snacks. Oh, we are here. Christmas tree cakes. Butterfinger. We here for all of it today. I have dropped the link. I'm going to let y'all come up. You know, sometimes you just need to get it out. I'm going to say hey to y'all in just a second. Sometimes you just want and need to get it out. So I'm going to give y'all that today. It's not going to be all gloom and doom, but sometimes we do need to vent. That's a part of the process. That's a part of the process of getting through this. So let me say hey to y'all as y'all come in. Hey, For Grace, how are you? Hey, Yana, what is going on? What is up? I don't like this, but let me make it bigger. I like y'all face being bigger. See which one I want. I like it when y'all face is big. Okay. That's the best one right there. So we're going with that one. Hey, Yana Boo. Volvo, hey, Cookie. What's going on? Annie. Crazy Homebody Girl, what is up, my love? CK Amelie, what is going on? We are going to talk about how we move forward. Morgan, how are you, sweetheart? Dear one, I'm continue to drink my drink, God. Universal Goddess, hey. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, pretty. Tracy W is here. You say last night wore you out? We had to start with Larry today. Crazy Homebody Girl. Tracy C is in. I hear Hall Monitor is in the building. Ready. She got everything you need today. She got liquor. She got edibles. She got blunts already pre-rolled for you. Baby, she got it all. Shrooms, she got that. You need you need to ride the white horse. Go on over there to the corner, the dark corner over there. But they'll let you ride the white horse over there. Opium, whatever you need to get through. We got it. Okay. I'm just saying. Hey, Lady D, what's going on? TJ, what is up? Yes, Lady D, we is spiking. Hey, Janae, my love. How are you, sweetheart? Miss Baythang, what's going on, sweetheart? What is up? Child. She says she has assorted wines, red wine, white wine, and a rosé for you if you need it. What's going on, Mr. Pisces? How you doing today, cutie? Hey, Demetria. You done already smoked all yours. You need to go hit up the weed man. You need to go hit up the plug. Go ahead, Eddie. Go ahead. The link is there. Hall monitors, Tracy, and other hall monitors. If y'all could periodically post the link in the chat for people. I will let people up. I need to get through my commentary and then we will start letting people up. You say you taking a sip as soon as you done today? Okay. Hey, Marla. What's going on, Marla Morris? Child. Do we need Larry one more time for a fourth time? Hey, Ravine. Hey, Simera. Opal, what is going on? Do we need Larry one more time? Below DD. What's going on? Y'all let me know. Put a 27 in the chat if we need Larry one more time. Child. Girl. Montrez, what's good, bro? The Christmas tree cakes are always good, Montrez. Always, every year. Thank you so much, Ravine. Thank you so much, Ravine. Let me put. I forgot to put the banner up. Where are we at? Comments. Paul, what is up? Paul, you was with Trade last night. That's why we didn't see you last night. Oh, we can use all the profanity. This video is not going to be monetized. Do not worry. I'm not even putting monetization on this video. We are balls to the fucking walls. Damn shit, fuck hell. Yeah, it's no monetization on here. We could say whatever we want today. We're here for all of it. Earl, what's going on, bro? Where you been? Where you been hiding? V Carter, hey, my love. You at work, TJ? Don't let the people bother you at work. Do not let them people bother you. Child. Demetria, Yana say she had you, girl. If y'all was in the same city, she'd say, girl, I would have had you. Moore says, I have a health condition that drinking is contradictory, so I am figuring out new coping mechanisms besides buy the biggest bottle of Tanqueray vodka. Girl. Lady Magio, what is going on, sweetheart? What's going on? Thank you so much, Janae. And thank you everybody that came through last night. We tried to get you good coverage. We tried to stay measured. We tried to make sure that we didn't, call things earlier than they were supposed to be called. We try to make sure that we talk real talk around here. Hey, Morgan, you gotta do what you got to do. Cymera say, I'm already hungover. Hey, Diamond Pearl Jim, what's going on, sweetheart? What's going on? Tracy says she got the pink cocaine. She got it all. Earl said he need a pre-roll and and tequila. Hey, Nessa. What is going on? Aquarius, the only real sign. What's going on, sweetheart? I'm glad you're able to be here. I know Aquarius, you normally catch the replay and you be down to the in the comments, but I'm glad you is in here today. Oh, y'all said we need Larry again. All right, well, Larry, the people are calling for you. Ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, gender-conforming members of our audience, the great Larry Myers.
Oh, God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major sugar spike.
So loved the world, I want to fight. That he gave his only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major sugar spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus!
I wish somebody help me.
Jesus. Listen, we was all singing Larry. We was all singing with Larry last night. We was really singing with Larry last night. You was asleep last night or you was in bed last night. There's a very real difference, Paul. There's a difference. Okay? Gabby said, I got my back blown out. I ain't had time to be looking at that junk. I had to go get my back blown out. I ain't mad at it, Gabby. Get it how you live, honey. Transparency Mom, we have barely been able to get out of bed. I haven't even turned on the TV. I am just so done with the people. I feel you, Symmetry, and that's why we're here today. Sometimes we just got to get it out sometimes. Morgan, don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. The donuts is not gonna be as good as the Christmas tree cakes. Listen, Tracy. It was hard, Tracy. I had to sit here and be professional, be calm, and be measured. In my brain and mind, I was spiking out with y'all, but we had to keep it together. Child. Mr. Pisces, I don't know. I know you've been in this country only a few years, Mr. Pisces, and we're gonna talk about this in a second. But we here that's lived here our whole life, Mr. Pisces. We know how this place is. We sure have. Child, we ain't shit over here. You in the day. Listen, I want y'all to listen. Let me put the link in here. I really want y'all. I really am here today for y'all because y'all my people. We gonna talk through this. We gonna get it out. We gonna air it out. We gonna vent, and we gonna talk about how we move forward. We gonna talk about what is next, and we're gonna talk about what we do for us as a people. We're gonna talk about all that. Yeah, hit the like button and subscribe because we have fun over here. She said Universal Goddess said she need one of them perks that Kodak Black be on, child. Ah, boy. See what else we talk about. Picky Tiki say she is calm. She gonna be all right. Child. Hey, Lemon Kush. All right, y'all. Hey, Angela, what's going on? Child, we was here for all of it. You was in bed, sweet dreaming. That's what we calling it now. Child. Hey, Xavier. Oh yes, this is a real place, Mr. Pisces. The more listen, some of us have had to live through this fuck shit all our lives. As let's say, let me get home so I can click the link and have some fun. This morning was set, child. We go clown a bit. We go clown a little bit now. The hurricane is already passing over Cuba. Should be. It was a category 2 when I looked at it. I think this morning or last night it was a category 200-mile-per-hour winds. It should be, if not already over Cuba, should be about to pass over Cuba and enter the Gulf of Mexico. We're gonna talk about that too. Hey, El Cid, Belize, and JB. I listen. I miss my girl Belize. I miss and we had one of our good hall monitors and old subscribers here, Belize. I haven't seen her. She had a couple things go on in her life, and we really haven't seen her a lot since then. But we miss Belize. Belize used to be cutting up in the chat. Cutting up. So what's going on with 20 million missing votes? I need teeth on the board for midterms. We need a blue. My eyes hurt like Mr. We're gonna talk about it all. Cha. You listen, Aquarius, we done played Larry like 4 or 5 times already. We started off the live before I said a word. We started off with Larry. Believe she did invent the corner. She did. Believe me, sure she turned this into the corner. Okay. I don't know where watermelon sugar at. You was day sipping, Angela. All right. So and like I said, this is the link. One more time for Larry. For all of the people that miss Larry. Larry, the people say they need you today. You better have them pipes together, Larry, because you're going to have to sing a lot today. The people say they need you. Don't fuck off, okay, Larry? I'm sorry. Normally, we have you come through here one good time and you good. Today, you're going to be out here a lot, Larry. So get over it, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, gender-conforming members of our audience, it's our good friend, the great Larry Myers.
You see, this is the part that I like.
Major sugar spike.
So long now, I want to fight. Daddy gave his only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And shall ever believe
Major sugar spike.
they shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus!
I wish somebody help me.
Hey, Toy, you say that's what Larry sound like, child? Right. Listen, that I want to fight. Really, it really fits today. All parts of that video, every single part of that video is just perfect today. It is so perfect to describe how we feeling today. Okay? Child. Girl. Not Coke Zero. Oreo Coke Zero. Dear God. I didn't even know they had Oreo flavor Coke Zero. Child. Anyway, y'all. So let's talk about some stuff. Let's talk about it. Let's break this down. This is real. This is not a drill. This really happened last night. It really did. And we got a couple got a lot of things to break down. Certainly the Democratic Party hair on me. There will be a reckoning within the Democratic Party. The Democrats are going to have a come to Jesus moment. Certainly, because what we see here is we see that not only was the popular vote won, but the Electoral College was won as well. So that's why you don't see a whole lot of fighting on Kamala's side or the Democratic side about, we can have 8,000 lawsuits to talk about what, a stolen election or votes not being counted. The American populace has spoken. Okay. Now, let's say this. There's a lot of things that fall. You see a lot of breakdowns of the demographics of the voting blocks, and we can talk about that too. But if we are going to talk about that, let's first talk about and discuss, like I said last night, leave us the fuck alone. Don't come over here to black people. Do not bring your ass over here and scream at black people, because the number one voting block for Kamala Harris last night, black women. Number two voting block for Kamala Harris last night, black men. Leave us alone. Overall, in total, black people voted for Kamala Harris in the 86% percentile. 86% of the black vote was Kamala. So I don't care. This is not the time for you to be getting mad at heterosexual black men. Nope. Today is not that day. Because overwhelmingly, heterosexual black men voted for Kamala Harris. Okay. You had 92%. I saw somewhere high, lower 90 percentile of black women voted for Kamala. About 79% of black men voted for Kamala. The two highest voting blocks. And when you combine that, you had about between 86 and 87% of the black vote went for Kamala. Leave us the fuck alone. I don't want to hear no shit. Ain't no reason for you to be mad. The Umar boys did not move the needle, okay? The Waka Flockas, the Lil Wayne, all of the people, the Azalea Banks. I told y'all, this was not, what did I say to y'all? I said the black vote would end somewhere around 86 to 88 percentile for now. Mods, don't even ask no questions. Mods, walk the floors, walk the hallways, hall monitors. Don't even give them breath. Do not give these people breathing rooms. Don't time people out. Just block them. Do not give the MAGA nuts, the trolls, and all of these people any breathing room. Give them nothing. Give them hell. Okay? Give them hell. I'm telling you, the hall, listen, hall monitors, do not give anybody any amount of grace. We have no grace for these people today. The first comment will be the last comment. The first comment will be the last comment. I'm just, listen, have your katana blades out, bust bitches across the head. Don't ask no questions, all monitors. Please be clear. Do not ask these people any questions. Do not negotiate with these people. If they come in here talking sideways, those hall monitors, those in blue, you know what to do. If you in blue, you know what to do. Okay, because we're not negotiating with these people. We're not talking to you. We don't want to hear your side. Today is not the day for us to hear your side. Today is not the day for us to listen to you gloat and all of that. This is not the day. We'll fuck you up today. I'm just being honest. We will fuck you up. We will fuck you up. Just saying. All right, you see, I got my orange shirt on today because I came ready. I came ready. We here for all of it. So we all have our proverbial orange shirts today. Matter of fact, let me change the color of this to orange. Hold on. Let me change the primary color from red to orange. Because these people think it's a game. It's not a game around here. It is real out here, okay? It's real in these streets. You will get dealt with. You will get dealt with. Lord. Jesus. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So, like I said, we're not going to what we're not going to do is we're not going to disparage ourselves, okay? We know Black people, we did what we needed to do. Okay? We did what we needed to do. Now, once again, white women, I think 52 or 53% of white women, excuse me, voted for Donald John. That's it right there. That's all you needed. Even if, listen, there was going to be no percentage of Black people that voted for Donald John Trump that was going to surpass white women voting for Donald John Trump in by more than 50% of the vote. Especially when white men were going to be about 60% of the vote for Donald John. In states like North Carolina, we had white women overwhelmingly voted for Trump in North Carolina. In Georgia, white women, and all over the country. Now, I ain't going to disparage just a couple states, but all over the country, this happened. Now, you may say to yourself, let me have a real conversation with some of us. Put a 27 in the chat if you are a Black person and you are over the age of 50. Just put a 27 in the chat if you don't mind telling us your age. I just want to see who I'm dealing with because I need to talk to us. I'm just saying. Hey, Monk Chip, what's going on, boo? Hey, Sharice, what's going on, my love? Cha. All right. So all my Black people over 50, thank y'all for putting that 27 in the chat. So these are Black people over 50. All right. If you are a member of the Rainbow Coalition compound and you are over the age of 40, I want you to put a Shondo in the chat. If you are a part of the Rainbow Coalition compound and you're over the age of 40, I want you to put a Shondo in the chat. There's a reason that I'm doing this. Let him know, V. Carter. Hey, C. Golden. All right. So the reason that I asked, hey Nobius, or is it Nobias? I don't know if it's Nobius or Nobias. Let me know which one it is. Thank you, David. David, don't forget I'm gonna be in Baltimore this weekend. I get there Friday night. I'll leave Sunday morning. So don't forget, David, I'll be in Baltimore this weekend. If you're in the Baltimore area, I'm gonna be in Baltimore this weekend. So, why am I mentioning that? Those people over 50 that are black can remember. Oh, it's no bias. Okay, thank you. No bias. Thank you. Thank you, sir. And welcome. So, let me say this. Those of you all that are black and over 50, many of you all can remember a time where America is the America that we are about to embark upon. Many of you all are old enough to remember America being just as racist, discriminatory, and bigoted as it's ever been. You absolutely remember that time. You were there for it. Your parents were there for it. You lived through it. Those of us who are a part of the LGBTQ plus community and over 40, we remember living in a time where we didn't have rights, where we had to be closeted or we got gay bashed. We remember a time where we did not have rights. We can remember a time where sodomy laws were still on the books and it was illegal in states to be gay. Like, so there are many of us alive right now who have lived through that, through America's harsh and horrible history. So let me, and I say that to help some of us, some of you all who may not have lived through those times, who may, there are a lot of Gen X, Gen Zers who their earliest memories is an Obama presidency. They may remember the end of George W. Bush, but most of their lives was consumed with the Obama presidency, then the Donald Trump presidency, and then the Biden presidency. And I say that because you didn't have to necessarily live through sometimes where when America was not nice to us, when America didn't give a damn about us. And many of us had to live through this time. Hey, everybody coming in. So I say that to say this. What did black people do? What have black people done this whole time? I don't want us as black people to get discouraged. That's first of all, because we as black people, I see a lot of black people discouraged, ready to throw in the towel, ready to say, damn this shit, fuck it. We all gonna die. This shit gonna burn to the ground. Oh my God, woe is me. We're not at that point. As bad as you think it may be, please remember, we come from people who, for hundreds and hundreds of years, many of them didn't even have the option to vote. Didn't even have the option. Even once they did get the option to vote, when Reconstruction happened, what came very quickly after that? We thought we were doing good during Reconstruction, and Jim Crow laws came, and things seemed to get worse. It got worse. I'm gonna tell you, within the LGBTQ plus community, we lived through times where it was seen that if you were a part of the LGBTQ plus community, you had a mental illness. We lived through times when people were carted off to mental facilities and strapped to a chair and had electric shock therapy. We lived through times where people got gay bashed and died. Black people lived through times where if they tried to go and vote, they were killed. Go look at the story of Ocoee, Florida, Ocoee, Florida. In Ocoee, Florida, when they went and voted and they killed every black person that lived in that town. This is what they did. And guess what black people have continued to do ever since then? Continue to live and thrive, even through all of the oppression, even through all of the racism and discriminatory actions of this country. We have always thrived. What do we do as a black people? We have community. And I think as black people, that's something that Gen Zers don't feel like Gen Xers or older millennials would feel, and everybody back earlier than that. Black people had community, and through community, we could buffer a lot of the fuck shit that it is to live in this country. As a community, we would shield and protect each other. We were exactly, Gabby. We were the ones who pulled each other up by the bootstraps. We were the ones that said, regardless, through slavery, what do? When we were enslaved, we came up with music, we came up with culture, we came up with food, we came up with all of the things that was the rudiments and foundation of American culture, black culture. We did that while enslaved and being killed, maimed, raped, and denigrated. Through Jim Crow, segregated America, black people thrived. Think of the Harlem Renaissance. Think of those politicians and great theologians and politicians and scholars during Reconstruction. Think of the people that built the civil rights era. They lived through Jim Crow. Think of the music that came out of that. Think of the thousands of inventions that have changed the entire face of the world that came from our black asses while we were yet being oppressed and this country was yet being the stupid ass fuck shit that it is. Let's not be. I'm talking to the young people here. I'm talking to the young people here. I don't want you to get upset to the point where you think all is lost, because I promise you, as a people, black people, when our shit is against the wall, we come up with and we create some of the greatest shit that has ever crossed the face of this earth. I'm trying to tell you what I know. So what I'm saying to you is, I'm speaking to my younger people. I'm talking to my millennials. I'm talking to my Gen Z, because now is your time. Now you all are adults and you're dealing with the oppression. You're dealing with the oppression now. What are you going to do now? Because every generation has had to have an opportunity where they've had to deal with this shit. And they've had to say, what are we going to do now? So the question, the ball is in your court. What the fuck do we do now? How do we start? We start by getting back to what we do. We build community. We have our own little community here, over here down to the L Teddy 27. We have community. We can talk it out. We can vent. We can laugh. We can regroup, and we can talk about how we move forward. We talk about how we start to elect and put people in place that can help us. We just for the first, even in the midst of all, gloom and doom and people thinking all is lost, we for the first time in the history of this country have two black women sitting in Congress at the same time. We've never had that in our whole existence of this country. We have that for the first time. We got all that.
We got in places like Alabama where the NAACP and black people voted and fought and had lawsuits because they were being penalized and discriminated and disenfranchised, opened up the brand new voting district with black people in both Louisiana and in Alabama. And guess what? We got two new black Congress people, and one in Alabama and one in Louisiana. We did that. The ball is in our courts now because we come from, regardless as to what happened, history is going to be written about right now. And just like we can read and study the history of our forefathers and ancestors, what they did and how they thrived and how they lived and how they continued to be beacons of hope and light during slavery, during Jim Crow, pre-civil rights era, even down to the 70s and 80s, or even if you think about the 90s, when at a time where we were being locked up in mass. If you lived through the 90s, black people were being locked up in mass. We don't have to listen. I know a lot of the young people have not lived through having to deal with taking the L, having to deal with how to regroup and keep it the fuck going. But guess what we have to do? We have to do that. So now we get to chart our own path, chart our own history. And now the history books are now being written. And some of our grandchildren and great-grandchildren and the people well after we have died will read about what we did right now and what did black people do right now. How did we thrive? What did we come up with? What did we do to change the landscape of this country? Because I can promise you, each and every time we have come up against something like this, black people find a way to change the landscape of not just this country, but of the world. So we can sit here and be gloom and doom, and we got a chance to vent and talk about all of the shit that went wrong. But what I don't want us to do is become apathetic. What I don't want us to do is sit here and think that the world is lost and that we all are going to, go crashing, burning, and dying. Are there going to be hard and difficult days? Absolutely. There will absolutely be hard days, difficult days, days where we want to say, fuck it, I'm done, I'm giving up. Oh, I'm having another drink. But we ain't never been people that just sat down and just let things happen to us. And even when we look at some of the stories that we see in history books, the few left that do tell the story of slavery, they always want to talk about black people as if we just laid down and let these people beat us down. Please be clear, we've never been them type of people. And there's a whole lot of things and a whole lot of, they will call them insurrections, but a whole lot of fight that black people had in them at that time through every struggle, because we're fighters. That's what we do. That's what we got to do. Now, hey, Lock Queen, I didn't mean to be all preachy on y'all. I didn't think I was going to come up here and be all preachy and shit, but I want to talk to my people. I got to come up here and talk. This is just us today. Damn all of the other people. Damn the pundits all over, the CNNs and the MSNBCs and Fox. Damn all of that. This is us now. Let's talk about what the fuck we gonna do. We gonna deal with them bastards later on. Let's talk about us and what the fuck we gonna do. That's what we need to talk about. So we'll do what we've done each time. Every single time we have gone through these periods, what have black people rested on? Community. We have gotten together. We have banded together. We have protected each other. We've looked out for each other. We have said, hey, don't go over there. They waiting. When they came to us, we all banded together and said, nuck if you buck, play pussy and get fucked, we will fuck you up. Because the one thing that we will say to the people on the other side is, bring your ass over here, you will get dog walked. Please be clear. He may have reminded you of your First Amendment right of freedom to speak, freedom of speech, but that also grants you freedom of getting your ass monkey stomped. So what you're going to do is keep it together and keep it cute. Because when you get kicked in the throat real fast, I'm just saying, you're going to understand. So where do we go from here? We regroup. We force. Because let's be clear, we're not going over there to the Republican side. That's not an option. Going over there is not the option. So what do? We got to look at the side that we're on and say, hey, y'all need to fix this shit. It's time for a complete overhaul, okay? It's time for a complete fucking overhaul. Damn all of that. Damn you thinking, because you hear people talking about, you need to become, we need to be more centrist. Damn all of that. Listen to the people over here that's been dealing with America's fuck shit for hundreds of years. We have lived, thrived, and been great, and continue to be the greatest people on the face of the earth, despite America and all of its fuck shit since its inception. That the craziest part of how great we are as Black people is America has been on the fuck shit since they asses landed on Plymouth Rock. And what have we continued to do? We have continued to be the greatest group of people in Black Americans, that is, those of us Black people here. We have continued to be the greatest people this side of heaven. And I'm not going to argue with nobody on that. You can fight me on that. I ain't going to argue with nobody. There is no group of people more influential to culture, not just in America, but around the world than Black people in this country. That's what we have done. We done dealt with it. We done took the body blows. We done took all of the shit that y'all have dealt with us, and we have thrived. So those of you all on the Democratic side, we ain't trying to listen to some of y'all fuck shit because y'all don't know how to handle this shit. We know how to do this. Not only do we know how to deal with this, we can deal with this and be great in spite of. Ooh, child. I had to have a moment, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I stepped on my little soapbox and had a little moment. I spiked out a little bit, y'all. I'm sorry. Those of you all who want to come up, you can you can click that link down because I'm gonna let y'all up in just a second. But I had to come up here and talk to my people. I came up here, I needed to talk to my people. Because I know some of y'all got up this morning despondent. Some of y'all got up this morning ready to blow everybody away. Some of us got up this morning thinking that the world was crashing down around us and it was having panic attacks and just crying and these dark places. We have lived in dark places since we've been here. So, when shit like today happens, this is who I want you to think about. I want y'all to think about, you know who Black people think about when they think about strength? You know who we always think about? We don't even think about our parents. We always think about our grandmothers. Most Black families, when you look to think about pillars of strength, we think about our grandmothers. You want to know why? Because all of our grandmothers usually have lived through some of the roughest times in this country and have been some of the strongest people we know. I'm telling you what I know. I grew up and was raised by one. Okay. We look to our grandmothers because grandmothers have, for every Black family and every Black community, been the pillars of strength and fortitude. And when we think about days like today, when we think, what the hell are we going to do? I want you to go back to thinking about your grandmother. Thank y'all for the super stickers and super chats. I want you to think about your grandmothers and how through everything, think about some of your grandmothers and what they had to endure. What they had to endure. And every time you saw them, what did they have for you? They had a smile. They had a hug. They had a, hey baby, how you doing? They had a, hey, let me show you how to do this. Hey baby, you need this. I got a plate in the refrigerator for you. They had a, when you was going through hard times, baby, let me sit down and pray for you. Because your grandma got a prayer for you. That's gonna bring you through and help you go out there and keep fighting. Because this is not the time for us. I gave y'all all morning to sulk in it, to be downtrodden. Y'all had all morning to be sad, downtrodden, woe is me, despondent. All right, we done did that. It's over. It's time for strength. It's time for us to be us. It is time for us as Black people to be great. It is time for us to be great in spite of. That is what we have done since we've been in this goddamn place. And that is what we will continue to do. Because what we don't want our legacies to be when the history books is written. We don't want our legacy to be that we just laid down and let things happen. That we just laid down and let the people descended from the Caucasus Mountain just do shit to us. Remember, our people was fighting when they didn't even have the right to vote. People were fighting when they were still enslaved in chains, and Black people were a part of the abolitionist movement. Black people were telling, telling truth to power when we were enslaved. When we were segregated, when we didn't have rights. Black people were doing that. So what we're gonna do? We done cried about it. We done yelled, fuss, fight, and I'm gonna still let y'all fuss, fight, and all of that. I'm gonna let y'all get it out. The link is there. The link is there. There's your link. You can come up if you need. But we're gonna fight. Now, in 2 years, we have a midterm election. And while yesterday was a referendum on the blue side, on the left, on the Democrats, we have a midterm election. And here's what's so important about 2 years from now. More so than what happened yesterday, because so many people are so concerned with what happened yesterday. What's even more important in 2 years is the fact that the bulk of the country, the majority of the country, will have gubernatorial elections in 2 years. The bulk of the country will be deciding on their state legislatures. And we should be way more passionate about these gubernatorial elections and these state legislatures in the year of our Lord 2026 than we ever could be. If yesterday taught us anything, is we ain't done yet. Whatever thought we were doing, we need to do 2 times more. Whoever we thought we reached, we need to reach them. We need to reach more. All of us have to play a part. I'll play my part. You'll play your part. We all got to play our part. But we got to get out. We got to get out there. We got to be about this life. Because just like we have ancestors who died knowing and who lived their life knowing that they would never see the dream that they thought or they had in their brains, some of the people that are ancestors of ours, relatives of ours, went on to be with the Lord with the full knowledge that a lot of what they hoped and dreamed for they would never see in their lifetime, but they prayed and they worked and they gave of themselves so that we living now can even be able to be as angry as we are right now and still have the liberties that we have right now, even in our anger and disgust. So there's that. There is that. There is some conversations that we need to have with one another. Tracy makes up a good point. That's education. There has been in Black culture, when I was growing up in the 80s and 90s, Black people valued education more than anything. And there's been this movement in a lot of entertainment, even with regards to social media, away from thinking that education is something that we need. I think that's something that we certainly need to address in our community because there's more access to education right now than we've ever had for Black people in the history of this country, and we need to lean on that and continue to encourage our our children, our family members, and those around us. Education is important. Being educated is not a bad thing. Intellect is not something that we should frown upon. There's so many things that we need to work on. I believe that the Democratic Party has to have a reckoning with itself and decide what they're going to do. And if my own, let me ask this, and if you're coming up, please go ahead and start clicking the link now, please. Those people coming up, start clicking the link now so I can see who's going to be in the chat. I need if you just subscribe to me this year or you just found this channel this year, please put a 1 in the chat. If you got to my channel and started listening to some of my videos and commentary this year, put a 1 in the chat. If you were here back during the midterm elections, put a 27 in the chat. If you were here during the 2022 midterm elections, put a 27 in the chat. And for you old farts that were here back in the day of the 2020, the last presidential election in 2020, y'all put a Shondo in the chat. I don't know how many Shondos it's gonna be. But I just want to see the demographics that I'm working with y'all in the chat. Thank y'all for putting for responding in the chat. Monk Chip, you go ahead and put your Shondo in the chat. Monk Chip been here since the doggone 2020. Okay. Some of y'all been here for a while. Some of y'all all right. So listen. For those of y'all who've been here for a while, through both the 2022 midterms as well as the 2020 election, if you recall, I talked to Really B. I did talk to her. She's good. If you recall, I thought that before the 2022 midterms, I said that there was going to be a red wave. I had been saying over and over and over that the Democratic Party, there was going to be a reckoning in the Democratic Party and that there will be a red wave. That did not happen in 2022. I talked about all, if y'all remember, I talked about all of the things that the Dems were doing and how they were on the fuck shit. Y'all are alienating your base. You're doing all types of things. And I thought that the 2022 midterms would be the red wave, and that did not happen. And I believe that it took a little while, but I believe last night was the culmination of a lot of the stuff that I had been talking about with the Democratic Party. I see you, Miss Angela, with the Democratic Party and with them uh, uh, um, doing this thing where they go more to the center, with them doing things that were antithetical to their base, going more centrist, wanting to align themselves with the center, what they call the center of the Republican Party, at the behest of younger voters, at the behest of their Democratic base. I talked about that.
You did.
And yet we're here. Angela, what's going on, sweetheart?
Hello, hello, beautiful people. How's everybody doing? Today is the day that days happen. It ends in Y, and the drink goes down nicely. You know, I mean, here's the thing. I remember when she first was announced as running. You even said then this was going to be a tough fight that we probably it would be interesting to see us pull through. So unfortunately, I, like most people, have been kind of bracing for this to take place. Um, but there are some things that have been interesting. On a light, okay, period. Cheers. I will come on camera, but I'm not set up for that yet.
I'm pouring a drink. I'm
Same. I mean, I'm just drinking it straight at this point. I ain't gonna hold you.
you drinking it straight at this point. Damn the chaser.
Okay, shot. Look, okay, for all of us doing a little drink, we're gonna take a little quick shot, real quick, a little drink, before we get into this. I'm about to cut up just a little bit, just a little bit.
Uh-huh.
hmm I mean, because I'm not too worried about it. All of them white men who came out and voted will still be up under me, as well as their sons, as
Oh,
they have been and will continue to be.
oh wow.
Uh, I mean, we all know it's the truth. That's how they. I mean, remember which convention shut down Grinder? Okay. What I'm really not looking forward to is I'm not looking forward to the level of stress that this job has for JD Vance, for the fact that he's going to go legally blind because his forehead is going to fall completely over his eyes. I'm not interested in that either.
And then there's
Talk
that.
about the fact that they say that what's this man's name who's in office? Not I forgot who he was. Joe Biden.
Joseph
They say he
Robinette.
that one. They say he was going demented, this, that, and the third because of his age, but isn't the one who just got the election like literally a year younger than him? And y'all think his brain is not in the same place? Okay, interesting. You know, the reality is, at the end of the day, before we even get to the 2026 elections, he's going to be sitting around talking about, look at all I've done. But I need everybody who's under the sound of my voice to remember everything that happens for the next 2 years, he had nothing to do with, except his first 100 days. Now, outside of that, we all sad or whatever, but I'm with you. I'm not going to despair. I was sad this morning or whatever. Woke up, took a shot, and said, we're going to G it out. And here we go. I'm a little nervous, as a drag queen. I am a little nervous about that. Because, I would like to keep doing this thing that I enjoy doing quite a bit. But here we go.
I need some of y'all to come up out the chat and bring y'all ass up here.
Where's Tracy? Where is Tracy?
Where is Tracy? Hey David, what's going on, bruh?
Good evening,
What's going
everyone.
on, sir?
Welcome.
Hold on. You can hear me, right? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Hey, what's going on? David Clay here. I guess I want to talk about some positive things.
Okay.
Because everything is negative right now. But some of the positive things, like I got some of the younger people that report to me to actually vote for the first time. So I was really excited about that. They were actually excited too. So I felt good about that. Um, Also here in Baltimore or Baltimore, I like people like me to say it. And I went out for my city too, so tread lightly.
Yes, Mayor Scott got reelected. My boo.
Yeah,
Shout
it's the
out to
first
my
time.
boo, Mayor Scott.
Yeah, it's the first time it's happened in a long time because our mayors either don't run again because of some scandal or they get locked up because of some scandal. So it's good to have a person, especially him, to get a second term. I'm really happy
I
about that.
know. We get to look at him for another 4 years.
Yes.
Yes.
Look, we like having nice looking politicians, okay?
Mhm.
Absolutely, absolutely. When he dressed up for Halloween as what did he dress up as? Like Wolverine or something, or Deadpool or something. I was like, see, this, I like him. And then also Brooks,
That's
she
not what you said.
look. I'm trying. Look, he already
We ain't
already
got
know
to
that
keep
I
it
get
cute
into it.
today. We here for all the smoke today. This is not monetized. We here for
Oh
all of
yeah.
the fuck shit. We here for all of it.
I said I was coming to clown El City.
We coming to clown. We having drinks.
Oh, okay. But look. I'll say it like this. So, some people would like to say that. Oh, I wonder how happily he's married. That kind of stuff. Like, is it a chance
Right?
for you
Is
to
there a
sign?
chance for me when I come there this weekend? Do I have a chance?
And those are the people asking those questions too. People like us, El Teddy. So, um, so those are the things I try to like focus on because those are like some positive things. Because just like you were saying earlier, just as you were preaching earlier about us having already gone through this a few times. You know what I mean? And we just got to reach back into our bag and pull out
Mhm.
our the things that we used to survive this again.
That's right. Listen,
That's
we
all we
still
can do.
got Lisa Blunt Rochester. Shout out to her, member of Alpha Kappa Alpha. She's a senator. We still got Angela also Brooks, member of Delta Sigma Theta. She's a senator. First time in history. Think about this. In 1968, when our girl was elected to Congress, Shirley Chisholm, also a Delta, became the first black female elected to Congress and then became the first black female to run for president in 1972. Remember, in that same year, 1968, when she was elected, we also had Richard Nixon get elected. In 1972, when Richard Nixon was elected for a second time, just before he got ousted, we had a whole black wave. Remember, the Congressional Black Caucus started after that election of 1972, where you had the Wrangles of the world and Barbara Jordans of the world, and there were black people that came in the midst of the fuck shit that we had go on. 1968, Martin Luther King died. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Robert F. Kennedy Sr. died that year, and we still had black people thriving and making things happen. So we don't have to be downtrodden because America ain't shit. Black people, we gonna continue to be
Dang.
great.
Yeah, it ain't shit.
Okay.
It's racist like we
Now I
always knew it
will.
was.
Now I will say to all of our members of the Rainbow Coalition Alliance, if you and your partner have been talking about teetering around, thinking about going ahead and getting a legal marriage, you might want to go ahead and forego the ceremony. Go ahead and get your documentation in order now. This is not Israel. Get your documentation in order now. Go
Order
ahead and
now.
get them. Go ahead and find somebody online who can go ahead and do this officiating. Get your best friend to sign the paperwork and get it into the courthouse. Y'all can have a ceremony whenever you want to.
You ain't lying. That's good
Yeah.
advice. That is good advice because Clarence Thomas put the blueprint out and said all of the things that they were coming for. Same sex marriage was
Interracial
one of them.
marriage, including his own. Just want to say
including his
that.
own marriage.
including his own. And,
Okay.
and and also for those gays that think that they don't want to be involved in politics, people, there are a couple things that will affect you all outright. They have in certain some states is already in effect. You have the fact that they are pushing for a nationwide initiative where insurance companies do not have to cover things like HIV medications or prep or things like prep, that they're not covered by your insurance. Your insurance companies do not have to cover them. So that means that you would have to pay out of pocket. And a lot of these medications cost $3,000 or $4,000 a bottle. And or the fact that a lot of states are ready and willing to reenact sodomy laws. I'm not being hyperbolic with that, people. They are ready to reenact sodomy laws. And David, you know, we've been around. We remember living in an America where most of the country still had sodomy laws on the books.
Yeah,
It
mostly
was
down
illegal.
south, like mostly in the
And
south and the
can we
Midwest.
also can we also talk about these toe gaps, because that's what they are. They're toe gaps who are out here, who are on film doing all the little butt play stuff, and they are still voting for Trump. Why are you doing that, fool? Why? I had to unfollow like 6 people this morning talking about God bless America. You stupid idiot. They have you on camera doing sodomy, and you are and they're going to enact sodomy laws. You are literally destroying your own source of income. Are you a buffoon?
Come on, Xavier. Come through, Xavier.
I just can't stand the
Child.
stupidness. It's one thing to be evil. It's another thing to be stupid.
I
It's like pick a struggle.
mean, okay, that part. Pick one. I mean, the reality is, and what's crazy is they still gonna be doing these things behind everybody back. Let's keep in mind, like I said it earlier, Grinder did not shut down during the Democratic National Convention. Them people flat out said where all of the phones were that had accounts. There ain't that many, ain't that many possible people just rolled up on the convention just to act like Grinder was going crazy.
You mean the Republican
So
National Convention where Grindr was shut down?
that's the one. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's just it's it's these people voting against their own interests. It's like, if you weren't so focused on these weird Christian beliefs, which by the way this whole country was made to get away from. So if you voted for your Christian reason, that's probably the most un-American thing you ever could have done in life.
It's
But
treasonous.
it's
It's a betrayal of
literally
our
voting
values.
because of your religious reasons is the most un-American thing you could do, because it's the entire reason this country is here.
It is the entire reason they left because they wanted to be able to practice the religion of their choice. That is the exact reason why they left England. And now, and also between that and the fact that they no longer wanted to be under a monarchy. And now this country
And,
has
and
shifted
here we
to
are.
where they want to have their own version of a monarchy as well as a pseudo theocracy. You people are unbelievable.
Can I say something? Can I say something? That
Uh-huh.
is not surprising to me. The whole I like. Let's be honest, and it just and it really. I felt this. It felt it more this election cycle, but people really don't care about democracy at all. Like they just like the idea of that democracy. They like the idea of, oh, I have a choice, but they really don't like the choices. They don't care. They would rather if somebody just made all the decisions for them, which is why they're electing a buffoon so he can pass it on to his degenerate children that he probably conceived with his degenerate daughter. We don't know who the fuck Tiffany's mother is.
I
I'm
mean,
done.
quiet as it's kept, everybody who voted for Trump, I guess y'all would probably also vote for Diddy if he ran too. They have the same track
Probably
record. They literally have the same track record.
the same track record, same
So
friends.
they got music, they do money, they both did reality television hosting, they both are they both have convictions. I mean, they're literally the same person. Just one has melanin and the other one, gets painted to look like an Oompa Loompa.
And
I
they both
just,
slept with the same hoes. Didn't they both sleep with opposites?
okay. I
Allegedly?
mean, they was both, and they was probably both sleep with the same men.
Oh,
I
oh.
remember the Marlon Maples scandal, Yana. I remember that vividly. That whole Marlon Maples scandal. That was the whole thing.
Who's
Some of
mama?
y'all are not old enough to remember that, but I vividly, those of us old enough to remember 80s, that
Yeah.
was, growing up in the 80s and 90s, we remember the Marlon Maples
Yeah, that
scandal.
one lost me.
What? Wasn't
I
she
don't know nothing
an
about her. Who's she?
actress? Wasn't she an actress? LTV.
I don't remember what she was. I just remember I remember her vividly. I don't remember what she did for a living, because we were young back then.
Yeah,
But
it was
I
all over the news too. I remember that.
let me see. She
What?
was an actress and a TV personality.
An
Okay.
actress in what? What type of films?
She would no, she was
It was
she
like
was
soap opera.
very well known back in the day.
Yeah.
She
Let
was
me look
very
this
well
up.
known. That's why it was such
Mama.
a big deal with this, because he was still married to Ivana.
E-
He was still
Yeah.
married to Ivana Trump at the time, and there was that whole big scandal with Marla Maples.
Wait,
So
he
Tell
had
me
an
her.
Ivana and
Tell
an
me her
Ivanka?
discography
No,
and
that's his
just say
daughter.
herself.
Ivanka is the daughter of Ivana. He was married to Ivana Trump for many years. So Don Jr., Ivanka, and Eric are his kids from Ivana.
Yeah. Another bride he found from overseas, just like his current
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. For him to have
Oh, it,
all of these issues with immigrants, you ain't got no problem bringing their ass in so you could blow their backs out. It's
okay.
the
First of all, what
hypocrisy
you
of it
will
all.
not do is give his dick that much credit. You know good and damn well he ain't blew not down one back out. Okay,
Well,
that's what
then
you
there's
will
that.
not do.
According to him, he's been raw dogging since the 70s.
I mean, he probably has. When you have to pay for it, you can raw dog anybody you can
I'm
afford.
just saying, if
Well,
you
then
raw
there's
dogging since the
that.
70s, you need to get it together by now. You should be an expert at this.
Basically, he has a
But if you've been
history
doing it since
of
the
having
'70s, he
mail
don't know
order
no better.
brides.
That's the only way he know how to get it. That's why he don't know. Look at how he be with his wife. He don't even know how to be affectionate to her because he can't pay her no more.
And
Because
what?
he
Are
has
we
a
going to address
history
the
of
clone?
having mail order brides. He brings them over, he buys them and brings them over like mail order brides.
Mhm.
Melania, Ivana, this is not a news flash. He's been doing this
Which,
for years.
by the way, let it be clear exactly what kind of person he is because Melania said, "I will not be doing the dutiful wife shit this time." I don't remember seeing her too much.
She got her a clone. I just told you. Are we going to address the clone? That woman he had last
Child,
night was not
she shows
Melania.
up. She shows up to required events only. Other than that, she's somewhere else, minding her business. And she flat out, I'm sure she told him, I'm going away. I do know where the skeletons are buried, so I'm going to go and you're going to leave me alone. And you let me know the dates that I need to show up, and I'll be there. I promise you, that's what she hit him with.
Listen, when they
So give me
had
the call sheet, ho.
I did not watch his speech last night, but on some of the stuff that I've seen, I saw them walk out on stage. Two most awkward things in the world is big giant ass Baron just looking just way awkward and out of place. He's six
Baby, you
seven.
know he
If
don't want
y'all
to be
ain't seen
there.
the picture, he looks just weird as hell and just way out of place because he's towering above the rest of the family, which makes me believe I don't even know if that's uh
Melania's son or Donald's son.
or Donald's son, but that's a whole
You know what I'm
nother
saying?
story.
Child, that is
Then
Donald's son with Ivanka. Let me tell it.
Then
Who?
and then you got Melania, who is
Oh,
already checked out. He ain't even been sworn in. Mama is already checked out. She ain't even been checked into this election cycle because she just knew he was gonna lose. And then the fact that he won and she carted her ass out there looking like, oh shit, I got to deal with this
oh,
fuck
she
shit
mad. Oh, you
for
know she mad.
the next
You
4 years.
know
She don't even know what to do with herself. Y'all
she
think
probably
y'all
hated that shit
mad?
the first
Listen,
time.
as mad
Yeah.
as we may be, as despondent as we may be,
Baby, she
Melania
is
is
over
somewhere, wherever she's
it.
living, crying her eyeballs out, talking about,
you,
oh goddamn, I got to deal with this fuck shit.
you know
She
she
ain't
called one of her
delusional.
best friends talking. You know she called one of her best friends in full Russian, just going in. Why I gotta do this again? Oh my god, he want her to sit in that place, deal
She
with these
ain't been
people. I don't
living
want to
with
talk to these
him.
people.
God damn it.
She ain't been living
Oh,
with
she
him since they
mad.
left the White House. So you knew.
She mad to go back. Oh, she gotta go back to living with him.
Oh, she
Oh,
mad.
Hell,
oh
let
but
me tell you, she was
you know
probably
she
mad
not.
when the
You
shot
know
missed.
Well, which one? Well, I bet you.
Mm.
I bet you. There will be um a revision in the floor plan in the resident side of the White House. Whereas in she will be getting a room put in.
Mm.
She's not sleeping in a bed with that man.
I mean, think
She
about
never
it. All of the
was.
kids are grown, so she'll be in one of them rooms that they would have normally had when the kids stay in. She'll be in one of those
Mm-hmm.
rooms.
Or
Yep.
she might,
Right.
or
And
she
put a
might
lock
stay
on
at
the
Camp
door
David.
too.
Oh,
What
she
about
gonna be
Camp
there. She
David?
gonna be
No,
there.
not only put a lock on the door, make that shit soundproof. Cause I don't want to hear none of the fuck shit you about to
Mm-hmm.
have going on over there.
Okay.
I don't want to hear none of
Nothing.
that shit.
How would
Nothing.
that work?
Also,
Because the
actually, you know what? He might soundproof it because the reality is she probably getting her back blown out by somebody else.
Well,
speaking of that, would the Secret Service be allowed to protect the first lady from the president?
They would have to stop any. They would have to stop any conflict in the building. So if he attacks her, they have to pull him off.
Hmm.
They are not specific to protecting him. They have to stop any conflict on grounds. So yeah, if they get into a fight, they have to break it up. But that's about it.
But that's if she there
That
though.
being said, hmm,
That's if she actually show up. I feel
oh,
like she be like, I'm gonna be
I
over
was gonna
here.
say I don't. It's given she gonna be there on inauguration day, and she gonna be
Right.
in New York every other day. And then when
My
she required, like she gonna be Ariel O'Hara about it. Call she ho.
I'm
She
with
gonna,
Gabby on this. When y'all start shipping all of these quote unquote
well,
illegal immigrants out, is Melania on this same boat? I'm just asking.
If a Melania is
cause
there, put Elon Musk right behind her because he's illegal too.
Right.
Get rid of
I
him.
think he got her
Get rid of all of
citizenship.
them.
I think she has citizenship now, her and her parents.
I
So
mean,
they can revoke that shit. They can revoke it.
hmm
Get rid of it.
I mean, cause
Let's hope.
y'all remember that one lady got on the news talking about I voted for Trump and they deported my husband. Yeah, bitch, what did you think was gonna happen?
Aquarius,
Like,
I'll be honest with you. I have no plan to listen to the concession speech. I have no plan to listen to it.
yeah, no.
None. I want no parts of it. I did not
She gonna
listen
say
to
thank you
Hillary.
for coming.
I don't
I
want it
know
to be
Hillary.
real.
I never listened to Hillary when she gave her concession speech. I didn't listen to Hillary. I have no and that's no slight on Kamala. Not right now, Kamala. I'll go listen to it maybe later. Give me a couple days.
I'm never listening to
Give
it.
me a few days. I
I
might
don't.
go
I
back
never
and
want to hear
listen
it.
to it.
Yeah.
And she
I
But
better
I
not
I
show
just
her
I
ass
mean,
up
can't
at the
do it.
inauguration. I don't want to see her at the inauguration. I don't want to see her or Joe at
I
the
mean, she ain't got no
inauguration.
choice. She don't have no
Yeah, she gotta
choice.
be there.
Joseph Robinette already said he'll be there at inauguration.
Come
They
on,
don't. I
don't
mean, they
go
kind of
go up
have
to
He
that
has
to.
to
inauguration.
be.
Don't go up to that inauguration,
Yeah.
Kamala. Don't do that. They did you so dirty for this man of all people. Of all people, it's one thing to lose, but it's who you lose to. I lost to that. I ain't going nowhere.
I mean, Obama went to his.
Obama is a
Hmm.
Obama, mm, and that was the problem. We normalized it. That normalized what was going on back then. We don't need to normalize
I
this now. We have a
I feel
full-on
like
fascist regime in charge right now.
if they weren't the sitting president and vice president, then I would say yeah, don't go. Like it wouldn't be no big deal
They kind of
if
have to
Kamala
go.
didn't go. They have to go.
They
Like
kind of have to go.
they kind of
They
have
don't
to
have to go.
go.
Why? What do they? What
Even
speeches do
Donald
they need
Trump
there for
went
the
to.
ceremony?
Didn't Donald Trump show up at? No, he didn't.
No, he
Did
did
he?
not go. I don't remember Don.
Didn't.
And it was
I
He
don't
got on that
remember
awkward.
plane
him
and
being
he
at
got on that plane
Joseph.
and rolled out.
Yeah, I don't remember
Exactly.
him being at
We don't
Joseph
have to do this. We
Biden.
don't have to do anything. That's the problem with the Democratic Party. Doing what you think you have to do. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. It's not in the Constitution. You don't have to do it.
No, we don't
Xavier
gain.
is
They
a
We
need to
don't gain nothing by
peon.
not
they need to
going.
start cussing people out.
Yeah, they
That
do.
They need to
part.
start cussing
No,
people
that
out.
is true. It'd be
Xavier,
different. We
what?
don't gain nothing by them not going.
Hold on, Xavier. Hold on, Xavier. Wait. Let me make Xavier big. Xavier, what do you have to say to your Gen Z men? Because Gen Z men overwhelmingly voted for Joseph Robinette Biden. Your people. These are your people, Xavier. I got
You
to give them to you. What do you have
you
to
should have
say
been
to
swallowed. You
your
should have been
people?
swallowed. You should have been swallowed. This is, and actually, I want to speak to this. This is just another reason why we need to preserve abortion, because a lot of y'all should not have been made.
I'm
Y'all should have been prayed
dead.
through. Y'all shouldn't have been born. You are only here because your grandmother was super religious and told your mother that she had a dream about some stupid bitches, and God told her that she had a blessing on her life. It's not a blessing. It's a curse. You should have been washed out. We need to go back to the roots of what we did. We need to get back to our root work. Get you some acacia seeds, people. Wash them little niggas out. Get rid of them.
Can we go? Can we
This
renormalize swallowing, please? Please renormalize swallowing. Okay, this will
There's
be a
nothing
much
wrong
safer
with it.
country. Nothing at
and
all.
I don't, and I want to say this clearly.
Serotonin.
All of this started, this Gen Z wave of people becoming more like right wing and conservative is just a result of all you little red pill trad wives, traditional women, and you red pill macho men who have small penises and even smaller bank accounts. I hope you all choke.
The real problem is them same women and men that you're talking about is the same ones that be having their lesbian experiences in college and they gay awakenings at 45 years old, which is the real crazy part.
Exactly. If
I'm
you
sorry,
know,
I said they be having lesbian experience in college. I'm sorry, they begin the lesbian experiences that they continue through the
And
rest of
now
their
I have
lives.
my, not the gay awakenings at 45. Let me tap into my first Christmas tree cake of today.
it ain't
Because
Please,
it ain't no
got gay
please.
awakening. You've been
awakenings
that way.
at
They've been that way. They're
45.
gonna be that way.
Cause you know that's how the old white men be. They be sitting there acting like they the family men, family men, family men. Then they have a little issue with their wife at home, and then they down to the gay bar looking for some little twink to do what they want them to do for them because their wife won't give them no more because it did too small.
We're
I've seen
talking
it
to you,
happen.
JD Vance, because we saw you in
I,
that stupid blonde wig. We saw your
I've
blonde wig,
accepted
JD
payment.
Vance. We know who you want to be in real life, Miss Jatavia. We know who you want to be, JD.
Come
Miss
on,
Jatavia.
Jatavia.
That's who you want to
Yeah.
be.
I'm
Jatavia.
not
That's who
doing
he
this
wants to
with
be.
y'all today.
With his eyeliner.
I
Who has a
mean,
grown ass man with his
you
eyeliner? This ain't ancient Egypt.
Oh,
We are in the modern times. Get rid of that.
especially that eyeliner. Like, baby, you sitting there looking like a '90s emo kid. Absolutely not. And your
And
eyes
your hair is
already
always
hidden. How you
messy.
put? I just want
oh,
to know
And your
how he even
wife
got the
wants
eyeliner
you. Like, what
on.
is wrong? How did you get this far in politics with an ugly
Cause
wife?
like,
I don't get it.
did he? The question is, did he use face tapes to keep his eyebrows off his eyes to be able to put the liner on? Like, what did he use to keep his face up in order just to get up under there to like touch his eyes with the line? Because I can't even figure out how he saw to get in there.
It's
I
probably
I feel
some
like
kind
promise
of
his
you this is
boyfriend
musical
what
did it
we need
for
to
him.
do.
instrument.
This is what we
I
need
think
to
it's
do.
not his man did it. Oh well.
Oh dear
Mhm.
God.
I mean, JD Vance looks like a bottom. JD Vance looks like the type of bottom that we have all hit up on Grinder, that
He
has
is
hit us
not a.
all up on Grinder with the black profile picture that says nothing, and then you finally meet him, and it looks like that. Okay,
And I know he
he
got a
also paid for
mean deep
everything,
throat. I know he got a mean deep
and
throat.
he,
I
you
know he
know,
was
he do. Oh, you know, it's
swallowed.
good. Swallow. Okay, he was swallowed the girls up back in the day.
Swallowed.
It be
I
wet
bet you,
and
I bet JD
sloppy.
Vance gives good throat. No shade. I think JD Vance gives great throat.
Well, we don't have nothing
Ew.
else going on. You got to make something good, right?
I
I
mean,
know.
okay, something. Because if
He
I
has
look
to
like
turn
that,
all
I would
them
have to
tricks
make
on
sure
his
the
mama
skills
get
were
all that
top
crack.
tier.
Right. No gag
If my looks wasn't
reflex.
gonna get me nothing, okay, well practiced.
He
Right.
probably
I
put his
practice
toothbrush all the
2
way
hours
down.
every night.
Okay, look like JD. You got some tips for the rest of the girls. Can you help us out?
Oh wow.
Right. That's what he
He
really
go
should be doing.
practice
Doing like
it.
a master class for throat goblins.
I promise y'all, this is exactly what we have needed today. We need this. Listen, y'all are free to come up. I get, the new platform gives us up to 12 people, even with the free account. You get up to 12 people to come on the new platform, up to 12 people.
I mean,
I'm not
Diamond Pro Gym,
disappointed.
they probably will. Diamond Pro Gym, the reality is there is a 40-year-old good old gay man somewhere collecting a good check right now to keep his mouth shut.
Well,
There's
What good check?
also
I wish it with me.
How much
Go
money
ahead.
JD
there's
Vance
also
got? He got
okay that
started.
pop. Who just started?
JD Vance, he's not like a career politician yet. He's very young
Oh
into
no,
his
baby! I'm
career.
talking about his college. I'm talking about his college hookups. I'm talking about his bar, his one night stand bar. I was drunk hookup. I'm talking about that college boyfriend he had. You know that good best friend he had. They was just cool, cool, cool. But then they had
Yeah,
that one night together. That
yeah.
person, whoever you are, sir, you are a very lucky man because you have a good check right
I
now. I
mean,
know you do. I know you do.
if Cory Booker can keep all his bust downs quiet, I'm sure JD Vance can keep all his quiet.
That's why I wish I
Why
had
do
been
y'all
one of
keep
them.
on?
Shit.
Y'all do Corey so bad.
I mean, what?
He says dumb things sometimes. I'm like, what are you even talking about?
I don't. I
At
don't.
least
I
that
don't
weird.
like to think he's that way. Just because of his style. I would like to think he's not that way. Just
He
because of his
is.
style.
I'm
We
sorry.
can we can
And he
wishful think.
dresses
That's
like
cool.
that. And he dresses like that.
We listen. There's a lot. You'll be surprised, Xavier.
Why he
We
dressed
come in
like that?
all
And you.
shapes and sizes.
The beauty of the beauty of the Rainbow Coalition alliances we get to express ourselves in any way, shape, or form that we like
But
to,
not that way.
and that
Not that
I
way.
mean that man expresses himself that way. I don't know nothing we can do about it.
Ravine said, "Why is Corey catching straight?" I'm sorry, Corey. I ain't mean it. Not today. Sorry. I'm sorry, Corey. I ain't mean to do that to you today.
Yeah, he
Exactly.
brought
Y'all
it
so
up, and
mean. God damn.
I just remember when he
Girl.
was asked direct questions about things and he wouldn't answer the question. So I'm like,
And remember when he had that fake relationship with what's her name, the actress, the
was
Rosario
it
Hispanic
Dawson.
lady.
what is her
Rosario
name?
Dawson.
Yes, Rosario
Rosario
Dawson.
Dawson.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
And
love
we
her.
was all looking like
I was sitting there. I was like, now,
we
girl,
all listen,
now,
we all
girl,
collectively looked at
Miss
Corey
Mamas,
like,
what you doing?
girl,
Girl, Miss Mamas,
girl.
what you doing?
Rosario, why didn't you fix his style? Why didn't you give him some pants that were fitted? What happened to that? What
Girl.
happened?
Oh,
Rosario, blink twice if you need help, girl. Blink twice if you need help,
okay.
girl.
You're in the sunken place, Rosario.
I
You're in the
mean,
Actually,
sunken
she came
place.
out too. She came out.
hell, the
Whew.
reality is she needed just as much help as Shannon Sharp, old friend.
Well, then there's that. Cause
Um,
you ain't lying. Cause Shannon Sharp, little stylist boyfriend, whatever he was, the boyfriend, he needed help too.
Oh, you know what? How about this? Hey, Shannon Sharp, how about you go ask JD Vance how to keep the girls quiet? Because
I'm
you clearly need some lessons.
out. I'm going to
Well,
faint right
no,
now.
the little bust down. He really didn't say nothing till Shannon Sharp got out of pocket. He stayed pretty quiet until
He
Shannon
did.
Sharp, started to really feel himself. And he was
but
like,
see, that's the
"Now,
thing. That's what you still have to be quiet. You still have to be quiet. Even when they start feeling themselves, you just gotta let them have their little moment and then let it calm down. You still have to be quiet.
them checks stopped coming through, Xavier. Them checks stopped coming through."
That's
Okay.
the
Okay.
problem. Y'all be paying for it when you should be making them fall in love
When
with you.
you should be
Where
making
are
them
the
fall in
real
love with
pimps
you.
at?
What are the real pimps at?
Nobody asked for the boyfriend D. They just asked for like the regular D.
Right. Just a regular dick, not no boyfriend dick. Sha. Mm.
Where are the real pimps at? God damn it.
Oh, you
Listen.
made me think about that politician. What is it in that African country that had all those tapes of him
Oh,
sleeping
Yeah,
him.
with
that's
all those
been coming
females?
Another
out
thing.
lately.
Been watching them. He's really, really good. He could have a real
Yes,
bright future.
yes, he can get
Right. You
into.
need to
Yeah,
get an
he can make some
OnlyFans.
good money. Yes,
Right.
Like,
Because you over
stop
here dicking
blackmailing
the girls
people.
down.
right. And he was
Blackmailing
getting
people and
people's
stuff.
wives, like his family, the people in his church and other stuff. I'm like,
Baby,
dude.
that
Because he was
dick must be
blackmailing
good
people.
as
He needs to
fuck.
do stop
It
that.
it looked like it was good because it was a nice size, and he was weighing them out too. Because all them
That
videos are
stroke
probably
game,
on Twitter.
the stroke game look right too. I
Hmm.
ain't
And it
mad
was
at it.
the perfect level of gentleness with roughness.
Wait, who was we talking
Yeah,
about?
I can't think of the
That
name. I think his
African
name is like
politician dude.
Balthazar or something.
I don't know what his
Oh yeah,
name
that
is.
I want to him to stroke me. Shit.
The one with the glasses. Listen,
Yeah, that stroke
He
game
don't be
was
wearing
good.
glasses
I
in
was
the
like,
those
ooh, he
stroke
be
game
right
was.
there.
I was here for the stroke game.
and the positions too. It was like it's very hard to do what he was doing in some of those
Oh
positions. Like you don't.
You got to have dick for some of them positions he was hitting. I ain't gonna lie
yeah,
to you.
Did you see
can't
when he
just
was in the bathroom with one of the girls?
Mm.
Turned to the side, was like, they're
no.
like this. Bam, bam, bang, 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 bang.
He did a lot of office videos, and he liked a lot of rap music,
Yeah, that's true. That's
Listen,
especially
true.
from the '90s.
90s rap was the best rap. Let's be clear. He ain't wrong.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I saw that. I was
I
watching
like
as
me
many
some
videos as I
Soulja
could
Boy.
find. I was like, oh, they need this for research. Like, what you doing with this?
Right, we have to do this stuff for research purposes so we can come to y'all. No, we're not gonna watch the concession speech. We're not here for it. It's too early, Ravine. It is too goddamn early.
I just got a smile on my face. I don't want to erase it.
Right. We feeling good right now. We in a good place. We done got over our anger. We go regroup. We go move forward. We can't be listening to your concession speech right now, Kamala. I think I don't want to hear it no more. You going on over there with that white man, and y'all going on over there. You get your hundreds of thousands of dollars for your speeches you about to give for the rest of your
Right,
life, and
right.
go, go live it out.
Wait, so you
Listen, you should be breathing a sigh of relief saying, well, at least I ain't got to put up with all of that shit. And I can still
Right.
get paid for the rest of my life. All right, we good over here. Go ahead, girl.
so
Remember,
you guys don't want her to run again? You guys don't want her to run again?
if I feel like if she wants to, but I don't know if
I
it's going
don't
to
think
work
she
out.
will. I don't think at this point there has to be a complete overhaul of the Democratic Party. Of all of there has to be a complete overhaul, a complete rethinking because apparently, and I've been saying this for years, a lot of the stuff they've been doing, they've been getting wrong. There was a reckoning with the young vote. There was a reckoning with Gen Z. That Gen Z was telling. They lost, remember, they lost a lot of the Gen Z vote with the Hamas and Gaza stuff. And then you lost the rest of them when you lost that male contingency of Gen Z. That just killed that for you, okay? There's a reckoning with your affinity for taking money from APAC and doing everything you can to do away with the progressives when a lot of the young base and your base are moving more progressive and you're not even trying um to acknowledge that and trying to be more centrist. If we're going to go more centrist and more close to the Republican Party, we just might as well vote Republican then. That's to me, that's what this is saying.
And that's
Because
what happened.
they're saying we need to go more centrist. If you notice, Kamala in her whole race went more and more and more toward the center. She didn't go more progressive. Kamala
And
went more centrist.
and the thing is, I said she shouldn't have done that. I said that when they first announced that she shouldn't have done that. I don't know why she don't listen to nobody. They don't listen to nobody.
She ain't listening
She
to.
she went way more centrist, and your base is not going centrist. They're not. And if they feel like, well, if I'm going centrist, if I'm going closer to the Republicans, I might as well go on all the way over there. And the other thing, if y'all remember, one thing that I maintained during this whole campaign is her refusing to remove herself from Joseph Robinette. That to me was a pivotal, unforced error. At some point, you needed to make it clear I am not Joe Biden. I don't agree with him on these points. My view is different on dot 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 dot. And even if you
They would have
didn't
used
do
that
it,
against her though.
even if she didn't do it before the DNC because she was waiting to get, the actual nomination. Once you got the nomination, she should have said, "Nope, here's where we disagree. I'm not with him on this." And you kept hearing her saying, "Oh, we did this the last 4 years. We did that the last 4 years." And you can't have it both ways. You can't say I was only the vice president and the vice president is not responsible for everything. But then in the next breath say, but we did all of these things together and I was in all of the rooms. Now you are handcuffing yourself and tethering yourself to everything that Joseph Robinette did. And you know his favorables, his favorability rating was down. That's why he had to drop out of the race.
But do you think that if she had done that, don't you think that they would have played the whole she's untrustworthy, she's craving, hungry for power card that they were already trying to play with the whole sleeping to the top?
But no, but here's the deal. For me, um, you can't tell me that you told Joseph Biden to get out of the race because he was so unpopular and nobody was going to vote for him. And then the person that comes after him says, "Oh, but I agree with everything he did," or "I'm here for I was a part of everything he did." Age notwithstanding, you are tethering yourself to all of that stuff. That includes things like if people had issues with his addressing of the economy, if people had issues with his addressing of the Middle East and Ukraine. That's everything that people may have had issue with. When you tether yourself to that, you go down with the ship.
Mm.
She'd have had a stance. I feel like she'd have just said something about the situation in the Middle East, like anything, or she could have actually just like gone away from him, like and been like, you know what? Yes, we need to do something about Israel, but she didn't do anything like that.
I disagree with that. I disagree with that, Ravine. It wasn't just about Joseph Biden being old. This was a referendum on what the Democratic platform was. America summarily said no. What this was also a referendum on is America being misogynistic. I'm not going to just say blatantly racist because we did have Obama. America has had a black president. America has not had a female president.
Yeah, but
And
they made
women,
Obama's life a living hell.
and if women cannot bring themselves to say that they can vote for or want a female president, I don't know what you're looking for the men to do.
I told you, it's the rise of the trad wife. The trad wife is killing us.
And even more so than that, I said this last night and I'm going to say this again. This has nothing to do with last night's election, had nothing to do with policy. Because let's be clear, Donald John did not really you talking about somebody not clear on policy, somebody that really did not go out there and say a lot about policy. He did none of that.
He can't
This
spell it.
election was a vote for white supremacy. That's what it was. White people across this country, all of the white people, be they poor, be they not poor, be they educated, be they not educated, said this is our last stand, and Donald John Trump is our last hope for keeping what we believe to be white supremacy. The reason they are okay with Donald John Trump saying, I plan to get in the seat and never come out of the seat, because they believe he is their last clinging of hope to white supremacy. The demographics in this country is clear. It is moving to a point where white people will not be the majority. That's why they're okay with him staying in office forever, because he's the embodiment and personification of their white privilege and white supremacy. That's why they can vote for a man who says, I'm voting all of the illegals out, because to them, illegals means Mexicans, Haitians, or any other minority from another country, not including that, don't include the white immigrants from Europe and Western Europe and things like that. They're not including them. They're not even including the Asian, Southeast Asian, I should say, not Middle Eastern Asian, but they're not even including the Southeastern Asian into that equation. But they want to hold on to and cling to any form of the white supremacy that they can. And that is what Donald John Trump represents for them. And that's just what it is. That's what America was founded on: white supremacy and white privilege. This is not a news flash for us. This is not new. Which is
There's no hope for
why
them.
we always talk about backing Israel, because Israel is a country in the middle of an Arab world, and that's the only majority, what they would call white country in that area. Those were white European Jewish people that they implanted in that place when they stole the Palestinian land. And now Israel believes that it is owed its own version of white supremacy, and it has white supremacist America protecting it at all costs, because that is America's way of saying we are white, we are supreme to all of you other people. That's what this is about. Let's not be mistaken about this. This election last night, Kamala could have done everything. That's why I have no interest in viewing the concession speech, because there was nothing. If you look at that vote, there was nothing Kamala could have said and or done that would have gotten those white people to vote any other way, because it was never about policy. It was never about politics. This was about white supremacy. That's it. That is all. Now you're gonna have these pundits out here trying to, nitpick and break down. Oh, well, if she would have did this or she would have did that, maybe she shouldn't have picked Tim Walls. Maybe she should have, She could have did all of that and some. The woman literally went to every segment of the population and tried to cater to all of those people. And yet, and still, all of those segments, except for black men and black women, said, fuck you, I don't care, I'm voting for this man who gave me nothing. And the Latino vote, let's be clear. Let's call out the Latin people, the Hispanic people, for who they are.
Oh yeah, I've been waiting to get on Cochina's ass all
These
day. Where's
bastards
she
over
at?
there
Come
in
to the
the
front.
Latino community and the Hispanic community have been sold a dream by white people by making them believe that they could have their own proximity to white supremacy. They
Let's
could
call it
have
what
their
it is.
own
That right
supremacy
there.
over other minorities, and they could be white adjacent, or have their own white supremacy. It's a dream, and they have voted with and for that dream because they believe that regardless of what it is, just like poor, broke, destitute as white people believe that their whiteness still makes them better than the richest and best black person, now the Hispanic and Latino community believes that their closeness to white proximity makes them better than our black asses. So now they voted against their own best interest in the same way that poor ass white people vote against their own best interest. And I promise you, there will be nothing in the next 4 years that will change their lives or move the needle in any direction. As a matter of fact, it will get worse for them.
I can't wait.
Because they're gonna get real comfortable and start acting. They're gonna start acting. They're gonna start acting white, and the white people gonna let them know real quick, baby, you're not one of
Real
us.
quick.
And I don't want to hear
Real
nothing.
quick, they're gonna
I
let
don't
them
wanna hear- I
know
don't
you
want to
are
hear their
not one of
cries. I don't
us.
wanna
Do
hear
not
nothing.
do that.
Don't come over here to the
And
black
don't come over
community
here. Yep.
looking at.
Oh,
Don't come over here to us looking for us to march for you and to be over here fighting for you, baby shark. Do not come over here looking for us. We told you what was gonna happen, and y'all went over there. The man had people come up there and tell you that you people lived on an island of garbage. He called you people fucking garbage when you had a hurricane knock out the entirety of the complete electric grid in your country. You had hundreds of people passed away. He came and threw paper towels at you and said, "That's all y'all need. I'm going back to Washington, D.C." And y'all still voted for him. in droves. Don't come over here telling me nothing. When you over there in Texas and Arizona and all of these other places, and they say, "Oh, you look Mexican. We're gonna arrest you and take you to INS and let them figure it out before we deport you." Don't tell me shit. Don't tell us shit. Don't look for us to say
Because
shit.
when them deportations start like crazy, like they did last time, do not ask me about. I don't know nothing about it. Thoughts and prayers.
And
If
I
you
better
If
can
not
get
get
that,
that,
GoFundMe.
if you get
I'm
that,
not.
if you get that.
And even for these people saying that they have issues with inflation, I got a news flash for you. The president of the United States is not the one who controls what the fuck happens with inflation. Let's just be clear. Not
Okay.
at all.
Whew. Ain't got
Not
Also,
nothing.
can I
Now
at
talk
look
about
all.
about it. Not
inflation?
one.
If you are so against inflation, I need you guys to stop. We need to reconstruct capitalism as a whole thing. Inflation is a direct result of capitalism. You don't want inflation? Get rid of capitalism. Let's privatize. Let's end private prisons. Let's get rid of all of that stuff so we don't have no more inflation no more. How about that?
You know who has the
Okay.
most control over big business and the economy? Congress. Those are the people in government who has the most control over what happens with
Well.
Congress. It is them. It's not the president.
I
Mm-hmm.
tell you, you're asking for a lot.
You
Most
know,
people can't
it's
even
like them
spell
people who be out
Congress.
here talking about, oh, they're gonna get rid of adult entertainment and this, that. No, they're not. No, they're not. And here's why.
No, they're not.
Adult entertainment makes white men way too much money.
Mm-hmm.
It makes them way
Exactly.
that business. Let's be clear for people who don't understand the entire television, news, any visual media business, the whole route follows the porn. Okay? Do y'all remember when Blu-ray started coming out? Do you remember when Blu-ray kind of flopped and went nowhere? Do you want to know why? Because porn studios did not put videos on Blu-ray, and because you could get your porn went from your VHS to your DVD, then to the internet.
Mhm.
Blu-ray went nowhere and it died because the porn industry didn't go.
are you talking
Believe
about
me when I say,
HD DVD was the one
No, he's
that was the
talking
one that
about
died?
the blue. Remember those big ass Blu-ray discs?
The really big ones.
No, I'm sorry. The Blu-ray was the small one. They were small
they was
Yeah,
the
like
small ones.
DVD.
that's
They were
laser
just like
They were
the
disc.
small like
HD.
DVD. I'm thinking about the
I
laser
mean, it was
disc.
Laser
HD,
disc.
DVD, Blu-ray. It was basically the same thing, but it was called Blu-ray,
I
and it
remember
was out
Blu-ray.
for like a hot minute. A
That
hot
you're
minute.
right, because even back in the 80s, the porn companies gravitated toward VHS and not Betamax. And
That's
that's why
true.
Mm-hmm.
Betamax
And
did not
Betamax failed.
do well as well. Hey TJ, my love, how are you, boo?
Hey, hey, hey. You know I had to chime in.
Hey girl, hey, what's going on?
Ah, Lord Jesus. Do you
Mm,
want me to start? Do you want me to start? Because
go
it, it,
ahead.
it could
Well,
be
let's
in
take a shot.
Creole,
She
it
can
could be in
start.
English. Let me tell you something. The
Hmm.
fact that myself like had to witness this, I had to remind myself that I am Haitian, and I'm just gonna claim that I'm just gonna be Haitian. Ain't no American after it. I'm just done. I'm finished. I'm finished. I'm done. To see America and be in a state of delusion, because that's what it is. It's not United States of America no more. It's a state of delusion. Okay. We seen how this man spoke. We seen his counterpartner. We done seen anything. By this time now, if a felon can be a president, then it should not be no type of background checks or none of these damn jobs. Because he is not qualified to run this
Well,
shit. I'm
Then there's
standing 10
that.
tones on it. Standing 10 tones. And I be waiting for somebody white, aka blunt, to come in my face, say Trump, especially New Jersey. Especially New Jersey. Say something. Say something. I'm ready.
the thing is, most of them don't even have that much of a backbone.
Nope.
We're here for all of it.
Nope.
And and
Go
Now, a
and
few
and,
go
of
I,
them
and,
had it.
and when
gonna vote for
people,
Trump, but no dental plan. Make it make sense to me.
Pick a struggle. Pick a struggle.
what's so funny
Jesus.
is people come here to America and they're not as versed on the history of this country and all of its fuck shit. And when you come here
Well,
and you realize Oh, these bitches ain't shit. Oh yeah, they ain't shit. I said,
Ain't been
we,
shit.
we ain't been shit. We never was shit. Ain't
Never
pretending to
was.
be shit. I'm just
It,
being honest.
for me, it's the people who are, like, I mean, I guess for us black people, this was really just waking up on another election day, if you really want to be honest about it. As sad and, and depressing as it can be, this is really just a typical election day. So like I'm 32, right? So for me, I've had a mixture of election days. However, I had a very active grandmother, so she told me what it was like growing up. This is pretty, we know how to deal with this. I hate to say it like that. I hate to act like we are just comfortable in trauma, but this trauma specifically, we gonna make this one. Now we gonna see what this
Right.
man gonna do. I told one person, I said, I'm not interested in dropping my friends right now who voted for Trump. I want to wait until the term is over. So let's see what it looks like at the end, so that when I drag you for the choice, I get to have examples when I do it, and it's not just my feelings.
Yeah,
So
I'm
I
not.
told one of my
I'm
friends, I
not. I'm
said,
not blocking the people yet because I need to be able to. Every time you get mad and complain about something, I need to
I
be
need to
right
let
there in
you.
real time and be like, "Oh, you mad?" Because I don't know what
I
the fuck you
said,
mad for.
friend, I said, friend, as long as you don't, I said, friend, as long as you don't get mad that I told you so, we can probably make it. I
Because they
said, as
Oh
go
no,
long as
I
you
don't
don't
have
listen.
take,
none of that.
My friends who supported Trump, they gonna block me before I block them. I'm just telling you what I know. I know me.
that's the one,
They gonna
Yeah,
that
block
right
me.
there.
I
They
blocked
gonna
a
block.
bunch of
No,
them
no,
the
no.
first time.
It ain't me protecting my peace, Ravine. It's gonna be them blocking me to protect their peace. Cause I'm gonna be the first one that say, "Yeah, bitch,
Because
what
I'm
happened?"
at peace with the fact that they like him. I've been at peace with the fact they like him. They now have to be at peace with the fact that I'm gonna call it out. Are you at peace? I've been at peace with the fact that some people like him. Can you now be at peace with the fact that I have to say what I have to say? That's what I want to
Right.
know.
Don't
Because
be
Right.
my
over
thing
there
is,
mad.
I know some people who are like, I'm gonna delete everybody. I hate that, like, a lot of my queer friends, especially like my drag friends or my trans friends, are like, don't, like, they immediately were like, don't address me as such outside of this, that, and the third. And me personally, I'm not going into hiding. I was raised in a very politically active family, and we ain't fucking hiding from nobody. I will be still showing up to the bar every week with my high heels and my 2016 eye makeup on, happy and ready to go. I will be showing up and taking up space every fucking place that I can, and ain't nobody making me
Mm.
go back in the goddamn closet, bitch. That shit. You want to talk about misery, bitch? That was misery. This right here, this is just tough. I'll be all right.
Right. Right.
We gonna be all right.
Besides,
Right.
besides Donald Trump and JD Vance are easy reads. So
Easy. You don't
we
have to think about it. They read
like
themselves
we gonna
sometimes,
make it. Okay, we gonna make it.
right?
Shit.
Listen,
Ugh.
And if I get real depressed, I'll find somebody who sounds back to blow out. And we'll call it a day.
I
Yeah.
And if
blocked
I'm
most of
real
the
lucky,
You'll
people
I'll
be
the
do.
all
last
right.
time.
And if I'm real lucky, I'll do it right on top of his MAGA hat.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
listen. I told y'all yesterday, we gonna be all right. We good over here. The
Yep.
people that's not gonna be all right is white people who ain't so used to taking these L's. And I said the same thing back in 2022. I said,
Well,
"Mhm."
oh,
They're gonna have to
oh.
carry all them bastard children they've been getting rid of. You gotta bring them to
Well,
term. They
can
got
I?
to get. We gonna see who the real daddy is now.
Now
Okay.
I'm gonna say this for, and I want to be clear. Don't vilify the people in Florida because the majority of Florida did vote for abortion rights. And they also voted for marijuana. What happened is you have a Republican governor and a Republican legislature that said they don't give a damn about the majority. In order to get this passed, you have to have a super majority in 60%. That's the
Which is
only
ridiculous.
reason that abortion did not pass. Um, but let's be clear, abortion would have passed in any other state except for Florida because Governor Death Sentence and the Republican legislature purposely put things in place so that people so that it would have to be harder to get that measure to pass. That's what happened there.
So marijuana is not legal in
It
Florida?
is not. Marijuana, I think, got
What?
58%, and abortion got 57%.
Y'all live
58.
in, y'all are the that is the like one tourist country of, why would you not add one of the most easy lounge things to, like, okay, whatever. Hold
Yep.
on to them Christian values in this non-Christian country. Have at it. Just
Mhm.
miss out on the money, I guess. just
Exactly.
Chimera,
mi-
Exactly.
just
Chimera,
hold.
that makes sense for North. One thing we know about North Carolina, North Carolina always votes split government. They don't vote the same for any, even in their own state. They'll vote a Democratic governor and a Republican lieutenant governor, like dumb shit like that. That's how the fuck you got Mark Robinson even as the lieutenant governor to begin with, because he didn't just start spewing his fuck shit. He's been saying that even before he got as he was running for lieutenant governor. Remember, we had videos of him years ago with his fuck shit.
I'm glad he's gone. That's the one of the few silver linings. He's gone. He can go be a
That part.
pervert on his own time.
Okay. I
You
mean,
got some more time on your
is
hands then.
the reality is, y'all, we gonna have to really look towards what's happening in these state legislatures and these state elections,
Mm-hmm.
even your city elections, because sure, Trump can have, and the government, the federal government can have some overarching effect on things, but the things that are really going to affect your day-to-day lives are your state legislatures, the people you put in Congress, but also the people who are affecting your city. I will
Yep.
never forget seeing something that said the former mayor of Detroit was supporting Trump, and I just went, "Wow, what a joke!"
Uh, and,
What's his
and
name? Kwame Kilpatrick.
and the thing, and to
Ch-
piggyback off of that,
I saw that. Yeah.
piggyback off of that, what the midterm elections are not about DC. Midterm elections are about your state and the people who more
Yeah.
directly affect you. You have the majority of the country that have gubernatorial elections coming up in 2026. You have the majority of the country who your state houses and your state legislatures will be up for grabs in 2026. This is where, if you are angry, if you are truly angry and you want to send a message to Washington, D.C., that, hey, we're not here for this. The way you do that is in 2026, you bring your ass out and say, yeah, y'all thought it was a game. How you like me now? You get people out there, you help people understand. Because let's be clear, in the next year, a year from now, we'll be talking about the shit show. I'll be here, I'll be live, we'll break down the whole shit show, but we'll be talking about this shit show a year from now. Let's be clear. We will certainly be breaking it down. And while we're breaking it down, we need not forget, because here's what happens when a lot of people in 2024, 4 years out from the Trump presidency, magically had selective amnesia and forgot the fuck shit that he did from 2017 through January 20th, 2021. And so what we have the opportunity to have happen in 2026 is in real time, in the middle of this man's presidency, while the fuck shit is happening, let them know, yeah, we're here for all of the smoke. We back. You thought it was a game? You thought that 2020 was gonna be the end of it all? Nah, bruh. We taking all you bastards down, because we still have 33 seats in the Senate up for election in 2026. 33 of them. We also have 20 all 435 uh uh um
Also, representative.
House of Representative seats up, and then we have about three-fourths of the country has gubernatorial elections during that at that time. So we can actually send a message and say, yeah, y'all got us in 2020. You know what? We had to eat that. We had to take that shit. But when 2026 come, we're here for it. And that's what I was talking about earlier about us being resilient, about us saying we here for the fight, about us saying, nope, fuck you, fuck your life. We here. We gonna vote. You're not gonna discourage us. You're not gonna make us feel bad. Yep, we was sad this morning, but now that we done wiped the tears, now that we ain't sad no more, bitch, I'm here to punch you in the mouth. Cause I'm calling everything out.
Mm-hmm.
All
I
of it.
can't wait to get rid of my governor. I hate him.
Put a 27 in the chat if you have a governor's race coming up in 2026. I know in Florida,
Ooh, I need to
I know
find
in
out.
Florida we
I
have
think
our governor.
I think Maryland is up that time.
Maryland
I
is
got
up
one
in
in Nevada and
2026.
we got one in
I,
Massachusetts.
I
I
think
believe
Jersey's up
Michigan
too.
should be up.
Michigan is up for election in 2026.
Yeah,
So,
it should be
like
interesting.
I said, most of the country, 3/4 of the country, you have gubernatorial elections in 2026. If you're angry, if you're mad, you're broke down, busted, and disgusted, what happens is in 2026, you let your voice be heard. That's what
Hmm.
Yeah.
happens. That is what
Okay.
happens. And it starts today. It starts. Here's what I don't want you to do. What I don't want to take away is the anger that you have, the pain that you felt this morning. I want you to remember that anger and that pain that you felt last night and this morning. I want you to take that in, live in it, sit in it. Sometimes you got to sit in that shit for a little bit and say, yeah, sometimes you got to let people remind people of where we are. And they got to sit in that shit, sit in it. And we sat in it. And now when 2026 comes, we say, I'm not going to forget. Because I don't want you to forget this feeling. I don't want you to forget how you felt. I don't want you to forget being despondent at times, wanting to beat a bitch ass, having rage. James Baldwin famously said to live as a black person in America is to live in a constant
Awesome
state of
stage.
rage.
Rage. Yep.
That's what
Hmm.
James Baldwin said. One of the greatest orators and pontificators in the history of this country. So I want us to remember what this feels like and all of the anger that you have. Translate that into these gubernatorial races in 2026. The fact that Congress is up for grab in 2026. The fact that we have 33 Senate seats up for grabs in 2026. Yeah, the presidency isn't there, but what we can do is we can cripple the presidency by
Stop him in
changing
his
some
tracks.
shit in 2026 in the Senate and in the House and making a real move in these gubernatorial races and in our state legislatures. Because more so than Donald John Trump can ever affect you, your governor and your state legislature will affect you way more than Washington, D.C. ever will.
Correct.
It's absolutely right.
Like by far, like the stuff Big Gretch has done around here in Michigan is compared to what any president has touched around here is nothing. So it's like, for me, the presidency is. I always say I need the president to do three things. I need you to go in your office, shut your mouth, and do your job. Show up when you're supposed to show up, go where you're supposed to go, and get on the television to give us our speeches. But other than that, get off Twitter, get out of the camera, get off the internet, go to work. Do like the rest of us. Get up and go to work.
Actually,
The
don't go to work.
problem I have
Don't go to
had
work.
with that man the last time is he was too busy on Twitter and everything else and not at work.
Mm.
So you have a job to clock into. Why are you not at work? I'm at work and I'm looking at you on Twitter. We have a problem.
Actually, I don't want him to go to work because him going to work means bad for me. Don't go to work. Stay in bed. Go live with your concubines.
Let
Well,
that
at
thing
the
that the
time he
Simpsons
couldn't
said
do too
happen.
much. At the time he had, a Democrat wasn't a Democratic Senate when he first got in, wasn't it?
Here's the deal, Daisha. Listen, he is going to do a lot in the next 2 years. However, what we can, and there's nothing we can do about that at this point. We're here now. We got to sit in
Mm-hmm.
it and live in it. And what we can do in 2 years is say to him, "Oh, you think it's a game?" And not only say to him, say to people like the JD Vances of the world, the MAGA nuts of the world, the members of Congress that align with him, his sycophants and his acolytes over there, and say to them, "Yeah, y'all got us in 2020. You're very right, but we're here now."
All
So
right.
regardless
Because
as
here's
to
my
what
thing.
happens, we gotta sit in it. And that's why I came up here first and said we have to have community. We have to
Mhm.
circle the wagons. We have to galvanize ourselves and protect ourselves, protect our energy. Shout out to Erica Dinero. Protect our energy, protect each other to get through this as black people always have. Damn the people descended from the Caucasus Mountains because they don't give a damn about us. Damn the other communities. They've showed us they don't give a damn about us either. But black people, we can protect each other
Always.
and make it through, and
Mhm.
we'll be good in 2 years. We'll still be here, ready and waiting and ready to go. And for
Mhm.
those of us that don't, if the Lord calls some of us home within the next 2 years, guess what? We're here for the people that can't be here. If I die
That part.
tomorrow, I don't want y'all to be like, oh my God, no, I need y'all to be out here fighting because I've been out here fighting myself, and I need y'all to continue to fight for me and not let if I die myself or any of the ancestors, our lives be in vain because our lives are not in vain. We're here for a reason. And
Is not living in vain.
they fought, and some of them never saw what we would see, and we're gonna fight. And even if we don't see what we want to see, we'll continue to fight.
Mhm. Oh, now here's the question: once Donald is gone,
Hmm.
is there is there an actual MAGA nut left with enough charisma to be that evil and still get by? Because JD Vance ain't got it.
They're lined up. Remember,
Yeah.
the face of the Republican Party has changed. There's no more Republican Party. It's a MAGA.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep.
what you got.
But what I'm saying is, I don't know if because here's the thing. I hate to admit it, but I'll be the first one to say it. There is a level of charm that Donald John comes with because he was already famous. It is why some people find it okay to be endearing to some of the things or look past them because they don't see him as a politician. However, I do not know that there is anyone else who will be able to pull. Like, I don't think anyone else has the charisma for it. I
I
don't.
think
No, I don't
I
think
think probably you
DeSantis could
don't.
do it.
Yeah, I probably think you don't see it
I'm gonna
because
go
we
right
don't
back into the chat.
jump into those spaces. You know what I
That's
All
mean?
true. I
right,
don't jump
TJ,
into
love
those
you,
spaces
boo.
very often. But I don't know. It'd be interesting to find somebody who has the ability to actually. That's
Yeah,
just weird, I guess, to even think about that somebody could actually hold that.
I feel like just like Teddy said, I feel like there are some. It's just that we don't hang out in those spaces to see them, so we don't know about them until they get to like the national stage. You
I mean,
know?
because no one knew JD Vance existed until he popped up as the running mate.
Exactly. And
Then
like I
again,
said, there's no shortage of people on both sides. One thing that we saw, go back to the DNC. Remember what we watched at the DNC. And I said this after the DNC. Look at all of the people that came out there and gave speeches and spoke that we said, oh, that's somebody to look at. That's the next man up. That's somebody who is going to be great in the next few years. You understand what I'm saying? And now that's
mm-hmm.
pushed forward. Now that we know that that Kamala's not in there, it all moves forward. We're looking at the people like the Wes Moores, the Raphael Warnocks, the Josh Shapiros of the world. There's a lot of people. I don't necessarily think it has to deal. Now, this is gonna come out harsh, and I apologize up front. What we have seen right now is we are yet still a long ways away from a female president. We're just gonna have to
Yeah.
be honest about that. We're
Yeah,
gonna
I
have to
hate to
be
say it,
real
but you're
honest
right.
about that.
Question: do you think that if, because I'll say this, Trump has a lot of female fans, a
Hmm.
lot of female fans, and a lot of female supporters. Do
Hmm.
you think it would
It's
be
weird.
possible for us to get a Republican woman president before we get a Democratic female president?
I don't think
No,
so.
I
I don't
don't
think
even
No.
think the Republicans would get to the point where they would even have a female as the nominee. I just don't
Hell, they
see
won't
that.
even
So
put
you
her
don't
as a
think
vice
Marjorie Taylor
president.
Greene would carry a national?
Yeah, I agree with Angela. I don't even see them having a female as the vice president. I just don't see it.
Mm-mm.
Not in the next 20 years.
yeah. And I feel like they taught them all
Especially
to not
MGT.
ask for that.
Also, they can't. They probably wouldn't be able to use MGT. Not after she just got embarrassed down to the entire internet and across the world like that. That would not look good for their female base, because as soon as she's
Yeah.
gonna get up there, every T-shirt around the world is gonna say "bleach blonde, bad built, butch body." And
Yeah.
like, she can't. She's kind of she. Unfortunately, she literally got read out of the possibility. Like the lady who
Like,
read
remember
her
when they
knocked
were
her from
talking
anything
about
else.
Governor Noam over there? What's she? West South Dakota? The governor, the young white chick, Noam, Governor Noam over there. I think it's South Dakota. I can't remember. And then you had they were talking about her as a possibility. They were talking about Elise Stefanik out of New York, the representative Elise Stefanik out of New York. There were several white women that they were talking about, and I just don't see that being a real part. I don't see that
Yeah,
for
I
the
mean,
Republicans.
Jesus,
They
I almost
are
forgot all about Sarah Palin.
right. They are absolutely, making it known they're not trying to be inclusive. They're not trying to be progressive. They are digging their feet in the sands when it comes to saying we're going to be racist, misogynistic, xenophobic. Now, here's the interesting part. We have a president and a vice president, both married to people who are perceived as immigrants. Both the
Yeah.
president and the vice president.
Hmm.
I
Uh,
mean, just because you're an immigrant don't mean you're smart. A lot of
Let
immigrants
that
make
sit
bad
there.
choices.
Let that sit there.
Child.
But the thing about it is, those women are married to white, rich. They're married to people who have the big five: white, male, rich, heterosexual, Christian.
Sus-
Hmm.
Supposedly heterosexual. We don't know nothing about this JD Vance
Oh
man. We
dear
don't know him
God!
from a Derek. I'm just saying. You see the eyeliner, El Teddy. That is Butch Queen realness. He is
It
trying
is.
First of
so
all, there's nothing real about JD Vance except the face running away from that evil ass brain. Okay. Now
I
that being
can't do
said,
this
I
with
was just in the
y'all.
show. Here's the thing. Now, I was just in a drag show, right? Down what was it, last Friday, and one of the queens in the show decided to do a JD Vance number, and she did that song when they say "When I touch you like this," and that lady fucked the couch on the stage as JD Vance.
Oh, she did Celine Dion. Oh dear God!
Yes, baby.
I would have
Hey,
screamed.
I need a
Eyeliner and
video of that.
everything.
I need you to send us the video of that in the members only chat. That's what I
I
need.
got you.
I need the video of that in the members only chat so I can get my life.
Cause baby,
El
she took me out.
Screamed.
Did
I
y'all
would have
see?
screamed.
I think I put this in the members in chat. Did you guys see the porn parody of JD Vance?
Mm-mm.
Ew.
You didn't put that in the members only chat.
You
I
gotta
think
send us
I
that one.
Shout out to the
I'm telling
members
you.
and the members
I'm
only
telling you. I think
chat.
that man got
Listen,
good throat. I'm sorry.
listen. I'm not trying to sell the memberships. I'm just saying, if you're not a member, the members only chat. Every time I try to tell people that is the place to be, it absolutely, whether
I
or
ain't gonna
not
hold
we are
y'all. It's
live,
worth it. Do it.
whether
It's a good time.
whether or not we are live, we every day, what do we do in the members only chat? We wake up and go straight to the members only chat. Let's see what the fuck they don't put in here today.
Okay.
That's how
Look,
we
I work
keep
from
up.
home. I ain't gonna hold you because I work from home. There are some days that I just be sitting there at work on the phones with people with the chat just open, just watching the foolishness come through, having a good time.
I haven't
Sometimes I
looked
won't
on
even
it.
say nothing. I just be
I was
watching it, just
scrolling
clicking
up.
the links.
I was scrolling up a few days ago, and I looked upon an old thing where when we were talking about what was it, um, album cover.
Who album cover? I don't know
Oh,
what happened to
does this
Daniel.
picture look like an album cover or something like that? I think that's what
Mm.
it is.
Speaking of which, I noticed y'all got real quiet in the members only chat when I put that post in there about Beyonce Skank trying to look like Pam Anderson from the goddamn Baywatch. Y'all got real quiet
I missed
Hold
that
members
up.
of the
one. I'm sorry.
Beehive.
Hold up. Did you see
I'm
her backdrop
hollering.
though? She was like, the no visual awards. I was like, why are you playing in our face like this?
Mm.
It's like you
I
just want to lean
noticed.
into it.
I noticed. So Jeff was real quiet that day. He ain't have
Now, see,
nothing
here
to
you
say.
go. Now, see, here you go trying to provoke the Platinum
I
Star
am. I'm
members.
over here bothering the Beehive. I'm choosing violence today. I woke up choosing violence. Damn
I
it,
mean,
damn.
America chose violence first, so we
They
might as
did.
well choose
They
a little bit
They chose
ourselves.
it centuries ago when it
yeah.
was founded.
Well,
Listen, America is always on violence. They have to wake up to choose non-violence. Please be clear. There's never a day where they don't choose violence. They have to literally wake up and choose non-violence because
at this point,
violence is the word of the day.
I mean, at this point, Beyonce said it best. America has a
The
problem.
problem. Yes.
Listen, I don't
Has
recall
a
my
problem.
OB11, but
America
this.
is a problem.
Lord
Not has a problem. America is a
is the
problem.
problem.
Is the problem.
Will be
Exactly.
the problem.
That part.
Mm.
Lord. I
Lord
have
help us.
European friends because I play a lot of video games and stuff online. So I have friends from across the ponds. Baby, they are laughing at us. They
They are.
are laughing at
As
us.
they should. As they
They
Mine
should.
are
no, they
actually
should
more
not.
okay.
They shouldn't be laughing at us. Didn't they just have an expose about the king and the queens practically fleecing them for money?
Oh, you're only thinking about England. We're thinking about the entirety of Western Europe, who
Oh
Oh,
is
yeah, I have friends all
ceremoniously
over. I have friends all over there. They're all
laughing at
like,
us.
"This is."
Listen, because remember, between us and England, we're one of the few civilized countries that's still over here fucking with Israel and their fuck shit over there. Because the rest of Europe said, "Hey, we're not here for no more of this fuck shit." I'm just saying.
I really believe that that's a real big reason why she did not clinch a victory.
There was I don't think that's the only reason, but I
No,
absolutely
not
think that
only.
was part of it. There was a reckoning with that Israel Hamas situation. That Gaza said that was I talked about that. When she first on July
You said
21st,
it.
I said it on July
Hmm.
21st when she became the front runner. I said, don't talk about Gaza. This don't talk about Hamas. You need to steer away from that. And when she started to talk about it, what did I say every time? That ain't it.
Mhm.
Remember, every time I
and it was
kept
hard
saying,
not to talk about it,
You
LK. It
did.
was everywhere, and it was everywhere.
every time she talked about it, she would always start off with, "Well, on October 7th." And what would I say? That's not what you start off with, Kamala. No, that is not your starting point. This didn't start on October 7th, 2023. This started decades and decades before. October 7th was the point where they just said, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of this fuck shit. Let's go ahead and fuck some shit up. Let's just be clear. Let's just call it what it is.
I think she
Yep.
was in a rock and a hard place with that one. I don't know, because let's be real, there was nothing that was going to make people happy. Hell, she lost, and people still unhappy. You see, they were voting for Jill Stein, and they got fleeced by her.
Well, I'm not going to even blame Jill Stein. Jill Stein didn't even get 2% of the vote. Let's just be clear.
I feel like
But
she did
I'm
her
just
job
saying,
though. I feel like she
I'm
did
just,
what she's supposed to do.
but still, Why was that even part of the conversation? And then y'all mad afterwards because you find out she's worse than Kamala because she got a whole transphobe, Islamophobic VP pick from
Her
where?
VP
Who
pick was
knows?
a mess. Her VP pick is a transphobe and a xenophobic. Her VP pick is a whole train wreck.
I wonder if her
But
VP
but
pick
this
was
was what but
the
this was
JD
y'all
Vance
grand hope.
backup.
This was y'all's master plan. You were gonna show us with this one.
Well, show us what happens now, because it's about to get worse. I if y'all remember, I did a live right after when Benjamin Netanyahu came here, and I said, if you recall, go back to the live. I said when he went to Mar-a-Lago to meet with Trump, I said point blank, I would not be surprised if there was a deal made where he said no ceasefire before election. Remember, I said that. I have every reason to believe when they ass met when Benjamin Netanyahu, when Bibi Netanyahu went his ass to Mar-a-Lago to meet with Trump, I have every reason to believe that there was a conversation had where they said no ceasefire prior to November 5th. Y'all see how conveniently yesterday morning what happened? Benjamin Netanyahu fired his minister of defense. Did nobody else notice that?
Oh no, I didn't know.
Because that
All I saw was
slipped
that
under the
picture of him
radar.
and Trump and Melania grinning
That
ear to ear.
slipped that because everybody was focused on the election. Go look yesterday morning under the cloak of darkness. Benjamin Netanyahu fired Gallant, his minister of defense. I'm telling you what I know. All these things are connected. This is not a news flash.
So you think that he's gonna ease up now, or do you think he's gonna go full throttle?
Oh, it's full throttle.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's full throttles, balls to the walls. Right now, Benjamin Netanyahu, remember there was this quote unquote, remember I was screaming from the rooftops that they gave this 30-day, you have 30 days to cease from doing all of this stuff. And the 30 days came after elections. And remember I said, y'all ain't shit. Because the fact that y'all said that y'all said a date after elections means that y'all don't mean that shit. And now that Donald John Trump has won, Benjamin Netanyahu and Israel has no reason at all to stop what they're doing. They can
Yeah.
go full throttle and tell Joe Biden, fuck you and fuck your life. Because because Joe Biden has already shown you're not going to stop sending us weapons. You're not going to do anything to thwart or stop what we're doing over here. You don't have the fucking balls to do that because you will not face the wrath of AIPAC and Jewish people in America. So they're going to continue to give money. They're going to continue to give armament with reckless abandon. And now that Donald John has won, he's going to basically tell Joseph Robinette, I don't give a shit about you, and send me my money and my weapons.
Mm.
Vladimir Zelensky, count your days because they're going to stop. See, that's what's about to happen. They're going to stop sending Ukraine money and start going full throttle with Israel. That's what's about to happen. Volodymyr Zelensky, you did all of that, and here we are. I'm just telling you what I know. Here we are.
Jesus.
Right.
And we already know North Korea is intimately involved with Russia in the Ukraine situation. Hmm. Because they're sending troops to fight with Russia in Ukraine. The same North Korea that has military nuclear warheads that can reach the United States. And they just last week, a couple days ago, just proved what was that? Sunday? It was Sunday or Monday. They just flew missiles in the just to prove they did another ballistic missile testing where they could where they showed we could reach the United States. We're here for all of it
Child.
if you should need them.
A mess.
A mess. Hmm.
Jesus.
Just understand. See, people, and that's why when I listen to, because some of the pundits today were saying, "Oh, this was a referendum because American citizens don't really care about foreign policy. They're only here for domestic policies." I got a news flash: your domestic money is being used to fund foreign policies, whether or not you think so.
Oh, they don't know that. They don't because some people think that that we can just stop paying taxes.
That's not how that works at all.
Don't no. They believe that we will have a revolution where we will just stop paying taxes.
Let's see how that works.
Right.
Let me
That's
know
what
how
they
that works
believe.
out.
Right.
That's what a lot of Gen Z believes.
It's like a lot of times I find them to be short sighted, and I can't really blame them a lot of for a lot of it because I think some of it is the responsibility of like their parents and stuff, which happens to be like older millennials and stuff. So I feel like some things they were coddled and shielded from, and they just don't
Hmm.
understand, like how things really work because they've been shielded from it and coddled too much. So
Hmm. I mean, this is the let's be clear. This is the orange slices and Capri Sun generation. These are the participation trophy generation kids where there's their whole life is coddling. Their whole life is protection. They've never learned the value of working on their own or taking an L and knowing how to regroup afterwards. That's why you see so many of them on TikTok and all other places damn near losing their minds because they don't know how to grapple with the reality of okay, I had to take a L. All right, let me regroup. It's time.
they don't know how to. They were never taught. They never experienced anything to teach them that lesson. So
No resilience.
they don't have it. They don't have it, and it's sad. And I try my best to the ones that come my way when I mentor youth, because I mentor a lot of the Black youth in the city, the ones that want to get into tech. So I mentor a lot of them, and I talk to them, and I'm like, you know, there's a bigger world out there, and you need to learn how to grow up and to live in it and to be a part of it, or it's going to leave you behind, and you're going to be like the rest of these people out here looking crazy. So you need to just get away from that, you know.
Yep.
But I can only do my part.
We got to do our part, and we'll continue to do our part. I think that's the sentiment
True.
of right now. We're going to do our part. We will continue to do our part to make sure that everybody understands that we're not apathetic.
Mhm.
Apathy has not set in. We're not giving up. We ain't laying down. If anything, y'all just put a battery in our back and we're saying, okay, that happened. It's time. Let's regroup. Now, let me say this to the Democratic Party. What I don't need y'all to do, Democratic Party, is lay further into the status quo. All of this, oh, well, the problem was we didn't lean into the center. That was the problem that you leaned into the center.
Right.
But they won't go say that. They'll never admit that. They ain't gonna admit that. They're not gonna admit that they're wrong. They would have to be accountable, and then a lot of people would have to lose their jobs.
If people aren't losing their jobs today, there's a problem. I'm sorry. I love you down, Jamie Harrison. I said this when they appointed him as the head of the DNC. Go back and look at the video. I said that was the bad pick. He fucking lost South Carolina. Oh, but he was competitive. He lost to Lady G after the Lady G scandal. And
Oh,
that's who y'all put in there.
he lost the Lady G of all people
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
with his legs to the moon. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Legs to the moon.
Having Mr. Bolden and the rest of the porn skanks count his ladybugs on his taint.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
His hole
Oh
must
my
be wide as
God.
the. Oh my
Uh-huh.
God. Just
Uh-huh.
wide. Just wide.
Oh,
I
fix
have the
it,
video. The
Jesus.
video is still up on my platform. You can go watch the video. It's still up on my platform where we break down the whole Lady G phenomena from back then. Uh-huh. So
My,
here we
How
are.
my.
is. I really have to question. Like, how is Lady G gone so far in politics? I have to question that. Like, he's not like the traditional Republican
Let's
candidate
be
that they
clear.
usually run.
Let me tell you how Xavier, because he gets help from the Democratic Party. You want to know how? Because we have people like y'all's boy, Jim Clyburn, who y'all know I can't stand. Clyburn. Remember, in South Carolina has a huge black population, and they stood to get, I believe, 2 or 3 extra seats in the House in black areas that would have gone to black people. And Jim Clyburn, who felt like, oh, I'm vulnerable if I allow these seats to go, and he went and got with the Republican Party of South Carolina and made sure the Republican Party gerrymandered the districts in South Carolina so as to only have one seat going to black people that would automatically go to him instead of him having to campaign and actually do the work to win a seat out of one seat out of possibly 3 or 4. He made sure there'll be one black seat, one Democratic seat in South Carolina when there should have been 3 to 4 Democratic seats in South Carolina. And so now you see a situation because of the gerrymandering that he approved with the Republican Party of South Carolina. All of the black people in that greater Charleston area and even parts of Columbia are all in the same one district that he now holds. So go look at the map. There's only one Democratic seat in the entirety of this state of South Carolina, and that belongs to Jim Clyburn. The bitch ain't shit. He ain't shit. Fuck him and fuck his life. He is a Dem, and I don't give a damn how you feel about it. But what do you expect when he pledged Don't Make Us South Five? So what do you
Oh,
expect?
El Teddy, this ain't the time for your little, for y'all
Sorry,
Yep.
divine nine.
sorry. I had to add that in. I had to add a little
Right.
stank
You just had to get a
on it.
shot in, didn't
Uh
you?
huh.
Y'all worse than the
Pew
Crips and the
pew.
Bloods. Goddamn.
Mm-hmm. Uh huh.
And they are.
Am. You mad about it?
Although I will say though, if you are if you are a black high school student and you go on a college tour, go on a black one and make sure that they have the D9s that are going to be the ones that greet y'all when y'all get there. Baby, you will get treated like king, queen, royalty, and
We gonna
everything.
make
And
sure
let
you
me
have
tell
a
you,
good
the people
time.
will fight. The people will fight for your attention too, because the D9s, when they see you, they kind of will scope out the people in the room, in the group, and they'll say, "You look like you might be one of us." And if 2 groups think that you might be one of them, they're gonna fight. Baby, there was a group of
Listen,
like 10 of us.
Mr.
They did a
Pisces,
whole stroll.
Mr. Pisces, let me know what you need. I can hide you in my house. You can come down here to the Atlanta. I'll hide you in
Oh,
my house. I can't help your husband or boyfriend. I don't know where he gonna go,
see,
but you can come here, Mr. Pisces. with your fine
only
self,
taking one.
and I will hide you, Mr. Pisces. Please send the link. I need you to come talk to me, Mr. Pisces, because I need to hear how you feel as somebody who is not from here and as an immigrant, Mr. Pisces. I need you to hit this good link, okay? Hold on, let me send you the link. Hold on,
I'll tell you out of
Mr.
control.
Pisces. Click the goddamn link and bring your ass up here, please, sir. Please.
Well, he said please at least. So
Okay.
Click the
Kindness.
Thank
goddamn
you.
link. I don't want you to be afraid that they're gonna ship you out, Mr. Pisces. I got you. You could come down here to the Atlanta and lay in my bed. I'm sorry, not my bed, my house and my
Well,
bed. And I'll protect you and
So
make
y'all
sure they
just gonna
don't
lay up
take
in the
you nowhere.
house? Y'all
just
just gonna lay
laid
up in
up.
the house? Just
Just laid
everywhere,
up.
kitchen,
mhm.
floor.
Just laid
David,
up,
when I
naked
get
as you
my ass to
please.
David, when I get my ass to Baltimore this weekend, make sure you have trade waiting for me. Don't fuck off. Don't play around. Do not fuck off. Don't play around when I get my ass
It's the
to
it's
Baltimore
the
this
you better
weekend.
have it waiting for
Okay?
me.
It's
Because you
Don't
like
really
play
you better
around.
have
better.
my
Which means
money. Put it
wait,
in
hold
my
on, but wait.
hand.
Okay, because what that really means is David knows where the niggas is at. Period.
He do.
Y'all
Do.
go play around with them Baltimore trade. Baltimore trade will fuck you and rob you. Y'all do
I'm
that.
not
Girl,
bringing no money with me. I ain't bringing no
girl.
cards, no money. I don't know what y'all can rob because I ain't gonna have no cards or no money. You can take my cell
Girl.
phone. That's about all you gonna get is a good cell
Y'all
phone.
keep on with that. Y'all go on. Y'all go on.
But see, I don't usually mess with those though. I know which ones you talking about. I don't mess with those.
Yeah, he
Those
don't
gonna be
mess
the
with
ones
them
that be in my
trades.
DMs, you
He
know.
don't
So
mess with the ones that been on the wire that could have been on the wire. He mess
right,
with
right,
he mess with the other ones.
Screaming.
right. I did mess with an actor, but not like
Oh, which one? Oh, we'll talk about that backstage. That's in the after party. That's we'll talk about that in the after
Was
party.
he light skinned? Was it the light
Uh-huh.
skinned one?
Mr. Pisces, where you at? Stop playing. I need you to click this link, Mr. Pisces. Stop playing. What?
G. Yes,
G? Don't talk. You
yes,
don't
G
know me
Smith.
all my life.
Yes, G
I'm just
Smith.
over here having a good time.
Yes, G Smith.
Ah,
He going to Shanann again and again and again.
don't do me. You don't know
Shanann
me
one,
all my
Shanann
life. You don't
again.
know what I've been through. You don't know my pain. You don't know what I've been
It's not a pain. It probably isn't a lot of pain since you are a size queen, so
through.
you probably don't feel pain no more.
Don't do that, Xavier. The walls are still intact. My name is
Ding
not
ding.
Jericho.
Time to fight.
My name is not Jericho. The walls have not come tumbling down over here, honey.
But they have expanded, have
They have not.
they?
I'm like a newborn baby. I'm like a brick wall. Don't do me, or I'll be forced to do you harder. Because I do the bending from time to time, and if need be, the walls over there can come tumbling down.
Oh, so you do the bending.
I could do the bending as well.
Oh. So you doing the bending?
Uh huh. Uh huh.
You one of them
Uh-huh.
That's
pepperonis
why they
that
call us.
next thing you
That's why they
know,
call us well versed. Thank
Uh
you.
huh. Praise
El
God.
Teddy's a side.
No,
Okay.
now one thing I'm not is a side. You ain't never gonna hear a story about me being a side.
No, the
Oh,
only
see, oh,
side.
don't wait,
Nigga
don't
called
knock
me a
it though.
lot
Don't
of
knock it
things.
though.
A side was
It's
Oh,
one
don't
always
knock
step.
it. It can be
It's just a one
fun.
step. No, it can't.
no, it can't.
Not in
Yes,
the
it
house.
can.
No, it
Not in the
cannot.
Okay, wait.
house.
Here's why. Here's why. I am the kind of person. If I let you blow my back out, I might get real attached and talk about like you need to marry me or some stuff like that. So I have to find alternatives so that I don't end up in that headspace. Otherwise, I have to only play along. So yeah, I can't go be going all the way. Now I'll blow somebody else back out and move on, act like you don't exist. But I can't have you blow mine out because then I fall in love, and it's just messed up like that. I don't know.
Come to my
So
house to
yes,
do
I
that. What?
participate in side activities from time to time.
I don't. Don't look for me to participate in any side activities. I'm sorry.
A good fry is a fun
No
time. I'll
means
tell you.
no, and yes means no. Okay, I'm just saying.
the hell?
Side activities though, why do you have to come to my house? We could do this in the car. We could do this in a building.
If we
Why
gonna
do
be
you
No,
have to come
outside,
to
see,
my
we
wait.
could be on
house?
the phone. We don't even got to
Oh, not on
travel.
the phone. Wait, we still touch each other now. I ain't just
My house. Why do you want to come to my
like, now we
house?
ain't doing. Nah, I'm sorry. Now I cannot just sit in a room and watch somebody stroke themselves while I'm watching. Like, no,
That's
no,
what
no,
they
no, no,
want
no.
to
We
Well,
gotta.
do.
we'll do it if you aside. I'm just saying.
No. We gotta at least touch each other now. Hold on. We ain't gotta go all the way, but wait, not Pisces or Cancer. Oh, damn, you clocked my T all the way.
Wait,
Cancer.
what's wrong with cancers? Wait, G. Smith, I was just on your side a minute ago, and then he just come windmilling and
I
throwing
mean,
shade on me.
Cancers ain't as bad as Pisces.
I am a Cancer.
Cancers might be bad, but they ain't as bad as Pisces. Let's be clear.
Now, wait a
Gabby, that's the damn
minute.
truth. I'll put it this way though, Gabby. The few men who I have allowed to do that, we still are friends to this day. When I won't say friends, but we can still see each other on the street, and it's not awkward. We can say hello. We will not be walking past each other like the other one doesn't exist. We walk past, we say hello. We don't even
As a
mess around no more. But we
Capricorn, you learn that cancers can be great friends because cancers are the mother of the zodiac sign, capricorns are the father of the zodiac sign, so they make great friends.
Deadbeat fathers.
Dating,
Deadbeat fathers of the zodiac sign.
oh,
you're a
I was a
Sagittarius,
Cancer
Xavier.
child with a
You
Capricorn
are the
mother.
butthole of the zodiac sign. Let's be clear. Nobody likes Sagittarius, Xavier. Nobody.
Damn.
Problematic. We are the most
Hold on
unproblematic.
now. Hold on. Wait. Not too much on Sagittarius. I like my sister Nicole now. Not too much.
Sagittarius is a shit.
Problematic. Between the Capricorns who are greedy, money hungry, and selfish, the Aquarius who are very, very sensitive. Who's next? Pisces who
Oh,
just cry a lot. Aries
not
who
too
are
much on Aquarius
nutcases.
now.
Who,
Mr.
mm,
Pisces, I need to get you to get your shit together. Everybody else came in with no problem, and you the only one over there with a problem. You can't be having these Western European computer systems and shit. Okay,
Law.
get it together and make sure you on
objects.
camera. Matter of fact, Mr. Pisces, you ain't even got to talk. Just come get on screen and sit there and just mouth it out, okay, or type it in a private chat.
Not.
That's all we need.
Not mouth
Huh?
it out.
I'm screaming.
Not
El
mouth it
Teddy,
out.
now we're gonna have a in-person palate cleanser. I'm screaming.
Hmm.
That all y'all signs up are problematic and nuts.
No, crazy whole body girl. Y'all ain't in tune with y'all emotions. Y'all just way too goddamn emotional. Between y'all and Aquarius, Aquarius is a way too emotional. Them motherfuckers do everything based off of emotion. The problem with Pisces is you whores are a different person every day of the week.
Pisces are consistent. They are
No,
consistently.
they're not. No, the fuck they're not. Pisces change every day of the week. They have 365 personalities.
I don't know
But
that
you
many
can.
Pisces, so I can't speak to it.
I know one. Well, my mother was she
My
was a
mom is a
Pisces,
Pisces.
and
I dated a Pisces.
one of my friends with benefits is a Pisces, and
Come on,
yeah,
friends with benefits.
he be having all kinds. I'm like,
Who doing the bending?
My
oh,
cousin's a Pisces. She's a clean freak, and she has like mood swings.
It was a late catch up for me. El Teddy, you snuck that in so good. He said,
You gotta
wait, you
slide
said
it
what?
in. Speaking of doing the bending, you gotta slide it in. That is slide in real good and easy. That is slide it all good and easy.
Oh, girl.
Oh my
Jam, we are
god.
level-headed, distinguished. You ain't never heard no
Diamond
Sagittarius be
Pearl
in no
Jim, you ain't got
mess.
a lot of us, okay? You ain't got a lot of play Craig, okay?
Gee, that's because they're not stalkers. They're just passionately caring about that person and want to know what they're doing every day of the moment,
Scorpios
every
are
second
whores.
and moment.
Scorpios are all whores. Let's be clear.
I mean, true. It's good though.
Well,
They best
It's
hope.
good until they decide they want to say something out of pocket,
Gabby,
and
them,
then you got to
them
fight
March
them.
Pisces are the worst. They have a different personality every day of the year. Telling you, Gabby.
G G Smith. Come on now, stalker
I
now.
like I said, I didn't say we're not stalkers. We just passionately care about those people a whole lot, enough that we want to know what they're doing at every moment of every day while they're with us, and even if they're not with us, we just want to know. We're just
Right.
interested.
But
We just
when we're
care.
done, but when we're done, we're
Done. Who are
done.
you? Dead. I
Done. I will look
didn't.
you right in your face and say, I never saw you.
Never. I literally did that in the bar 2 weeks ago. This
So
man
you
walked up to
understand.
me. He walked up to me. He said, "Hey, how's it going?" I was like, "Hi, how you doing? My name is." And he was like, "Oh, my name is." I was like, "Okay, yeah, yes, sir. 3-4 months ago, we was consistently seeing each other, and then you acted a fool. Hi, my name is in
I'm
front of
telling
Like,
everybody.
let's
you,
be
Now, granted,
person now.
Cyber Pro
and
Jim.
it was embarrassing for him because he told his friends, "Oh, that's my friend over there. I'm about to go say hi." And then his friends watched us and watched me do an introduction. Don't do that.
Mm,
So I
don't do
told you we
that.
were done. Like,
Them Scorpios are straight freaks.
I have a Scorpio on my chart. I'm a Scorpio. No, Scorpio moon. Yeah.
I'm not gonna even say what my moon is because I don't even like my moon. I don't agree with my moon at all.
I don't know my mood. I
I'm
didn't
an
pay enough
Aries
money.
moon.
Your Aries moon. Oh, got that fight.
Yeah, and I'm a
I'm an
Cancer
Aquarius
and I'm a
moon. I don't
Cancer
like
born
that.
on the cusp. So I'm 2 days
Mm.
away from Leo, which a lot of my friends say creep in a
You know
lot.
what's so funny to me? As a Capricorn,
You like
right?
knives? I
I'm a
do.
January 1st Capricorn, right?
Oh wait, are
Every
you really?
I'm a January 1st Capricorn.
So is my mama.
Every January 2nd Capricorn I've ever met has been so different from every other Capricorn I've ever known in my life. Every Capricorn I've met born on January 2nd, they are the complete opposite of every other Capricorn I've ever met in my life. Like I'd
Mm.
be like, who are you people?
Oh wait, okay. See, now G, you said I like knives. I'm mad you really clocked my tea because I definitely used to have this boy I was talking to,
Oh,
and he would do this thing where he would pull out his pocket knife on top of my jeans, but he would just run his pocket knife across my leg while we be sitting like chilling out drinking with people. I was like 22. We drank way too much at the time, but yeah,
that's
I
not
do like
cute.
knives.
That sounds like a problem.
So-
That sounds like a real problem. I don't want you running your knife against no parts of my body at all. At
oh, it would
all.
never
We're
be
not
against
doing
Except the
that.
skin,
knife.
but you know, look, would I do it now, 10 years later? No, I probably wouldn't let him do that. But at the
I like how
time,
you
it
Complex
was,
said probably.
613. I
I like
have
how you
no
said
I
probably.
mean,
explanation for
I probably wouldn't tell
January
y'all about
2nd
it.
Capricorns. They are the only Capricorns, Complex 613. I have no explanation for it. Those people, they do not judge Capricorns on any Capricorn born on January 2nd because I know a bunch of them and all of them do not fit into the Capricorn mode. So they're their own thing.
I'll tell you, just
I'm
because
just saying.
you want to exile them out, you can't just
You're
exile
not a
the
Capricorn, sir,
whole
so you're not
entire.
involved in this conversation. You can't have this conversation. This not
Oh,
for you.
I'm just saying, you just can't
This is just
exile
a
them just because
Capricorn conversation.
you can't exile the
he was
Capricorns
nice.
just because you don't like them.
The
This is a
problem, Gabby,
conversation
is
for
that was
only
his
us.
way of playing. That's how he would. Never mind. I'm not getting into too much of my
Mm.
business.
There ain't no
Jesus.
playing with no knife. You
Yeah,
play
you
on a
ain't
knife,
playing with
I
no
play on
knife.
a gun.
Mm-mm.
That was
You play a
okay.
knife, I
It
play a
was
gun.
it. Look, all right, fuck it. It was a little foreplay-ish or whatever. He just,
Mm-mm.
just rub it across my leg, whatever. Now, by the
Listen,
time
if
we
you
getting
into
into
the
it, it's no more.
BDSM,
I
go
mean,
ahead.
Come on. You
a
like to be
bitch likes
tied
to
up a
get
little
bit.
bit. You like to be
We
tied
ain't
up a little
And would
judging
bit too.
you?
you. We are
Nah.
And
educating you.
So okay,
would you put a
see,
gun on
the
you?
more danger, the more trust I have to have. So if I like you more, I probably allow you to put me in more risky situations. This person I really like, but not enough. Like he asked me once to like play with the knife while we were going at it. And I was absolutely not,
Mr.
absolutely not.
Pisces.
cannot hear you.
But would he bite
can't hear
me
me?
into a blood
I
draw?
can hear
Yeah.
you.
Huh?
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Mr. Pisces?
It sounds like he's trying to hide.
Can you
He's
hear
trying to
me?
fix it.
Who you got from
No,
Mr. Pisces?
can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I cannot hear you guys. 1 second. I don't know what. I told
You
you
gotta
you
get a
should.
real computer. Let me type in the private chat.
No, I can't because I'm using my phone. First of all,
Somebody say I'm using my
oh,
phone. Get it
I
right.
cannot
Don't
hear
don't.
you guys. But I can see you from
Oh,
because I'm not using computer. I'm using my phone. So
not a
first of
real.
all, good evening,
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
Good evening.
Hello.
You supposed to come on screen.
sir. Say something.
You supposed to come on
Say
screen.
some.
He can't hear us.
He can't
He
hear
can't
us.
hear us, but we can hear him.
I'm typing in the private
I'm
chat.
using my. I was not able to use my computer. I'm using the phone, so it's weird. But I cannot hear you guys from the phone.
Turn your phone volume up.
I'll turn it
There's
up.
the volume button.
Turn it up. Turn the phone up.
I love that y'all are talking like he can hear you.
I was trying to do
Right.
this. Like,
Well,
but I can do this
hold
all
on.
day long. I need to like stop. I'm not
Otherwise,
getting
you will not
paid
be
for
able to
this.
hear me. I had to put my headsets that is connected with the computer so that I can hear you.
Can you hear us now?
I don't think so.
Can you
Yeah,
hear
from my
us?
computer, yes.
Oh, you can hear us.
Oh, he probably watching the actual stream, so it's gonna be delayed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So talk to us.
Yeah, from the
Like,
computer, not from.
tell us how you feel as
Oh,
someone
sure.
not born in the United States
1 second.
today. What is your feeling? That's my first question. My second question is, why the fuck ain't your fine ass
I
on
cannot
my
hear you.
goddamn screen? Turn the goddamn camera on.
That's why he can't hear because he got the camera on.
Screaming.
Mm, mm, mm.
Oh.
Well, where did he go? Oh God.
Oh.
Mr.
Gotta
Pisces
fix
is
it.
fine. Now, Gabby, I done seen Mr. Pisces several times. He is fine as hell. He's a nice piece of light skin light skinnedness all the way from Europe. He is a nice piece of light skinnedness. We're trying to get him back on.
Come on, light skinned this.
Yes.
Right.
He's in our age bracket, David. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. He
Mm-hmm.
claimed he got somebody over there. I don't care who his husband is, his boyfriend is. Hey, husband, hey, boyfriend, you ain't gonna come over here and make my mouth look like ketchup.
I'm screaming right now.
Is you gonna
Jesus.
make my mouth look like ketchup? I'm listening. I promise you, I'm not fighting nobody. If he come near me, I'm just gonna fall on the ground and be paralyzed. That's
Not you gonna
all.
pull a white woman.
Right, I am.
Just fall out.
Just fall right on the ground and be instantly paralyzed. Just saying. I'm just saying. Anyway,
Yeah.
my computer is
You're
not
not
allowing the
loud.
mic and the phone. I cannot hear y'all. Oh dear God. I told you, Mr. Pisces, we don't need you to talk. All you were supposed to do is come up, turn on your camera, and let us see all of the goodness that the Lord blessed you with. Don't do me, Gabby. You don't know me or my
Gabby.
life. You do not know me or my life. Oh, you got. Oh, he sounded like this Jamaican you about to deal with, TJ. Don't tell on yourself,
Ooh.
TJ. Don't do it. Don't do it, Geert. Anyway, I need somebody to go and where's Harold? Why haven't we seen Harold all day? Somebody go find Harold. Somebody go find Harold.
Child. I gotta get through these next 2 hours. I don't want to do it.
Yeah. So it was great talking with AY. I do have to go. My dog is hungry right now, so I won't have to feed him. But I love this chat.
We don't
Thanks for
care
letting
about
me
the
come up.
dog. No, I'm playing. Girl. Mr.
Wait till
Pike.
you
Oh,
show
he a
up.
Capricorn? Your little Jamaican man, he a Cap. Well, thank you for coming up, David. Hit me up with a DM. Because like I said, I will be in town.
Yes, you got it.
In Baltimore this
And he
weekend.
wants you to have the niggas ready.
Mm-hmm.
I'll call 1 or 2 maybe. All right, I'll talk to y'all.
All right. No, Mr. Pisces, I am not on StreamYard no more. I am on because StreamYard charge $45 a month. I'm not paying these people $45.99 and $44.99 a month.
Especially for that trash service.
Right. And I like this new platform better. It's much better. Anyway, I've been on here a long time. I've been on here 3 hours, y'all. 3 whole hours. Ugh. I didn't think I was gonna be on here that long, but I need to give y'all space and opportunity to talk about some. I'm finna go eat. I got some more crab. I ate some crabs earlier. I got some more crabs in there that I'm about to eat, finish off.
Yes, happy food.
Y'all need happy food. We need to
I'm
happy
about
food today.
to. Yeah, I gotta make some dinner. I gotta get ready for this interview. Oh, real quick, El Teddy, do you have any questions that you would ask Rib and I about the show?
Ask, of course, I know you're gonna ask him about having this boyfriend. As what is this boyfriend, Latino?
Jose.
He's Latino. Okay.
Yeah.
I know you're gonna ask him about that and what that's like. Um, I don't really have a lot of questions for Remini. I thought they tried to hate on Remini a lot. I thought the rest of them girls was delusional. Remini was one of the few ones I liked on the show.
Period.
I'm just saying.
I feel like every season, Chaser always finds a relatable drag queen to cast.
That was one of the few people I liked this season was Remini. Because Devin ain't shit. But what do you expect? He's good friends with Lauren. And Lauren England ain't shit. So what the fuck do you expect from him?
Did you see that? Did you see that song that you put out?
Who, Devin?
No, Lauren.
Oh God, no, I ain't see that mess.
She put out a new song.
Oh dear God.
No ma'am. No ma'am.
Devin ain't shit. The only people who well, let me ask, who you think the only people that I fuck with on the show?
Ooh, let's see. You said
It's
you like
only
Rub
3 people on the show that I fuck with.
Remini. Maybe Callie?
Hell no.
I don't know. Like the thing about their cast, I like their
One of
cast
them,
collectively.
I know both of the Miami people. One of them I fuck with. One of them I mean, I don't have no problem with them, but they ain't the only one I fuck with is Reverend Daquan. Oh, I call that young man's government name. What they call him on the show?
AO Slim.
Ayo, yeah, but that's Quan. Child.
I
Quan.
mean, look, people knowing your first game is no longer a real danger anymore in the internet, down to these internet streets. Because for most of you hoes, it's Googleable because your email addresses are connected to your Google account.
I fuck with Quan, Reverend, and believe it or not, Marley. Now the worst person on that show is Max. That's the worst. I believe Max is one of the reasons people don't like the show. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Really?
I believe absolutely. It's one thing to have a villain, but you want a villain that makes you want to keep watching. He's a villain that makes you not want to watch anymore. Want to keep watching. Like it's like, girl,
I think it was because for me it was the fact that every time people would try and talk stuff out, he would do this thing where he would be real catty. Then they go to talk about it. He would say his piece, and in the moment somebody else wanted to explain themselves and get a full record out, he would start yapping at them every time. And I'm like, what are you doing? You got to shut up and let people talk.
girl, I just think she just need her ass whooped one good time.
You know,
Anyway, chum.
I mean, when that did happen, she went and called her man, which she doesn't have anymore. Oh, there's also another
Advocating for
thing, but we have to
ass
go.
whoopings.
There's also another thing that we have to go
I don't
backstage
really
for that
think that
one.
was her man. I think that was somebody she paid to have on the show. Anyway,
I just think it was the nigga she was fucking at the time.
And the Kenya Moore is
But
going
there is
on.
one other thing though, Teddy, but we have to go backstage. I won't say it publicly.
okay.
I'm not gonna do that
We're
to that
about to go
baby.
backstage because I need to go eat. I have a meeting and I need to go eat. Xavier, you have anything for the people before we get off here? Don't forget that Angela is going to be interviewing Remini on TTB's platform tonight at what 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock on TTB platform. Xavier, you have anything for the people?
Nothing. Just pray, hold on, call your Obia man if you need to, and I'm just saying.
I agree, Xavier. If it's anything you're gonna need over the next 2 to 4 years, you're gonna need you a good bust down, a good weed man, and a good liquor store. Those are the three
Okay.
essentials. A good bust down, a good weed man, and a good liquor store. That's all you need
I don't need a
We
to
gonna
bust
make
make
down.
it
I need a
through.
sugar daddy. I want a sugar daddy. I don't need all that. I just
We
want a sugar
gonna
daddy.
be all right.
But we talked about all of the things. I'm about to get out of here, y'all. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal present and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. We thank you so much for being here. I hope that this gave you a little bit of a getaway from the fuck shit that we've been going through all day, and that y'all had a good laugh, and that y'all, got out of the funk that you were in. We about to get out of here. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I am out. Thank y'all so much. I will see y'all tomorrow.